How's it going? It feels like a Friday, but it's not. I already got your new husbando picked out. I don't know, honestly. I know nothing about this game. Other than the little bit I've seen on the, like, trailer thing that I watched on Steam, I really have no idea. I've heard some interesting things about the story. I hear that it's very well done. I hear the dub. I think there's a dub to it. I can't remember. But I hear the translation is very interesting. But we'll see. I really don't know, honestly. I've seen some things, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty much going in blind. I really don't know how the story goes or plays out. So it'll be interesting. It says it's got full controller support, so I'm just going to use my Steam controller. It's a visual novel, so I shouldn't really be needing that much controller buttons. I don't think. At least in most female otome visual novels, it's not like there's weird things you have to do, but I don't know. I have no idea. So, but yeah. Hello. Happy what feels like Friday, but it's not actually Friday. It's just a bunch of us have the day off tomorrow, so it feels like a Friday because we don't have to go into work. Yay. I like not having to wake up early. But yeah, I'm a little tired. I tried to have ramen before the stream, and the ramen was okay-ish. It was okay. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad. So my meal was unfortunately not what I had hoped for it to be. But then again, it was my own fault because I kind of waited forever and I didn't eat like I should have. And then I started feeling kind of hungry and I was like, oh shit, I need to eat. Oh, I've got this ramen. Let's make this ramen. I haven't made this one before. Let's try it. I hope it's not too spicy. Cat girl dating. Yeah. Just wait. I will be in the next visual novel. You just wait. I will be the cat girl in the visual novel one day. One day. Get ready for spicy quick time events. I don't know. I actually don't know how spicy this game gets. I didn't see anything too bad, but it looks pretty good. I mean, it's about the SHINSENGUMI, so I mean, I hear there's actually like some pretty like emotional moments, you know, like they're actual warriors. So I'm really interested to see what happens in this game. Apparently this version, the Kyoto Winds, is part 1 of the entire story. Apparently, I was kind of reading into it because I wasn't sure how this works. Apparently, there are, in the older versions, on the Japanese versions, like on the PS3 and the PS Vita, apparently the story that I'm about to play is technically really long, and in the Japanese games, they had it all together. In the English version that we're going to play, this newer version apparently splits the story in 2. So part 1 is Kyoto Winds, and then part 1 is Kyoto Winds, and part 2 is like Edo something. I forget what it's called. But it splits the story in half, and apparently they add like double the amount of male characters you can choose from in this version. Apparently all of the original versions gave you 6 male SHINSENGUMI members to choose from, I guess, or to like get to know. But apparently this one gives you like 12 or something. I think. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but that's a lot. But apparently I hear it's very, very good. Was it? I did not learn my lesson. No, I did not. I don't learn. Can't teach an old cat lesson. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Gotta have plenty of husbandos. I apparently need to have plenty of options. So I have no idea. I don't know. It really depends. Since this is the SHINSENGUMI period, I didn't remember seeing any like typical glasses characters, so I think I'm kind of safe, but we'll see. I don't No. I don't know. We'll see how safe I truly am. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Obviously this is not gonna be completed tonight. This will be multiple streams. Harem ending when? I don't know if I could do that. I don't know. I don't know if my mind could handle something like that. No. No. But I figured how can I play a visual novel game on a not so Friday, because it's technically Wednesday going into Thursday, but most of us have Thursday off. How can I play a visual novel without, you know, some type of enjoyable liquid to go with it? So I am drinking an adult beverage, because why not? You know, I mean, we're going into a spicy game. I might as well have, you know, something something to give myself some liquid courage in case I need to make a decision that I don't feel strong enough to make on a normal mindset. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But hopefully you guys had a good day and are ready from some silly love haremness, as Cappy Particle says. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna get started with the game. So let's pull up, because I don't know how long this is gonna go or how this game plays, so I need to figure that out. We're kind of going in completely blind. So let's pop over. Okay. All right, let's pull up the game. This so-called liquid curd sounds a lot more like Hornet Chip. Stop! No! No! That is not what this is. This is no. We are wholesome here. No, we don't do that here. I will be fully respectable and responsible and mature. I am a mature I'm a mature young feline, I swear. I promise. I hope. But anyway, let's open up this game and see how this goes. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Alright, let's keep the BGM on for now. Actually, no, let's turn off the BGM, because I think it's gonna start now. This game will autosave. Okay. Oh, right. I have a controller. What am I doing? Oh, no. Distribution of this game. Oh, I gotta make sure the audio is loud enough. I have no idea how loud this game is gonna be, so I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. And hopefully it's not too loud. But I think it needs to be a little loud. Mature young feline right up until the hottie starts showing up. I don't know. Oh, hold on. We're gonna definitely need to turn that up. We're definitely gonna need to turn that up. Because it's so quiet. Hopefully the game volume is okay. Yeah, I know. It feels like it's really quiet. And I'm like having to blast this volume. I'm not used to having to turn up the volume so loudly. But hopefully the game volume isn't so loud, but whatever. I feel like he's gonna be my favorite though. I'm not gonna lie. I think the first guy's gonna be my favorite, but I'm not sure. Oh, I'm way louder? Okay, let's turn it all the way up. Just boost it all the way, 1,000 volumes. Itachi? I already like this song. You know, apparently that's the character I play. That female there. I don't know. So we'll see how this goes. Apparently, I'm gonna laugh if the intro volume was like super quiet and the game volume is completely the opposite. Yep, I was right. Of course the game volume's gonna be like obnoxiously loud. Of course. Isn't that just how it goes? But how's the volume now? Is the volume okay? Or is it too loud? Actually wasn't bad. Okay, so is it okay now? How we good? We good? We good? We good? We good? Okay. Let's adjust then. Of course we're gonna have to adjust. We know how this works. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Hopefully that's a little better. Okay. I probably have absolutely nothing, so. Oh, what is this? Oh my. See, look at all these characters! Crazy! Here, let me do one last little thing. Beep. I'm gonna turn it down just. There we go. Now we should be fine. Okay, let's do these things. I'm just making sure everything is how I want it to be. Oh, I can turn the romance off. I can literally tell the dudes I don't like to be quiet. Exactly. Oh my goodness, this game thought of everything. And I can turn the romance off if I want to. Boblets, hello! Welcome! Well, you're keeping the romance on. Let's see. Button config. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Oh, it doesn't let me choose, I thought there was an option for, like, translation or, like, game for horny people, no horny edition. Oh my god. Okay, let's do new game. Oh, do I get to name myself? What? What? Can I change my name? I can! I can make it about me! Oh wait, can I? Oh wait. Oh no, this is great. Okay, this is fantastic. Okay, alright. Sorry, I get way too excited whenever they make it able for you to put your own name. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Apparently this is me. I went from I'm not a cat girl anymore. Apparently I have a sword. Yes, that is me. Wait, oh, I had it on no. This is a work of fiction, names characters, businesses, places, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I know. I know it's a story. Oh, 1864. Okay. This is the prologue. Let's see, so this is Kyoto. It's like I feel like I'm playing Rurouni Kenshin, quite honestly. It was also awfully impressive, no denying it. Oh, this is gonna be so slow. I'm probably gonna have to change the speed of this. Even simple hellos between people passing in streets seemed warm and friendly. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. There we go. They nodded and smiled to one another as if family and not strangers about on errands. Still, there was something else as well. Something making the city feel strangely cold. Almost as though there was a great invisible wall, shutting out anyone wandering from the country. I'm not sure if I belong here. No, that's all in my head. I walked quite some distance to reach Kyoto, and both my mind and body were exhausted. I'm sure they were. Even so, tiredness was no reason to meander and feel sorry for myself. I couldn't afford to. Sumimasen! I hesitantly stopped a passerby. Oh god, gomenasai. See, I wanted to say it in Japanese now. I seem to be a bit lost. Who do I run into? Who do I run to? Who do I run into? What am I supposed to do now? I was lost again, but in a different sort of way. I sighed and looked up at the darkened sky. The sun was beginning to set. People I'd spoken to showed me no unkindness, and they'd given me directions I'd needed, but was now really the best time to leave the city? Learning the person I'd hoped to visit had left town caused hope to seep from my crumbling resolve. The only person besides father I could rely on in the city who I could rely on is Dr. Matsumoto? Press down to read terminology. Oh, I get to have... Oh, this is cool. Okay. Oh, a Dutch-educated doctor in service to the shogunate and the father of the protagonist. He has been missing since shortly after his arrival in Kyoto. Oh, lovely. Okay. Interesting. Dr. Matsumoto was a doctor serving the shogunate, and of course it tells me about the shogunate. Okay, cool. A military government run by the samurai. In this game, it refers to the Tokugawa shogunate. Okay, gotcha. That's cool that they give you kind of like terminology so you know what like what they're talking about and gives you like a point of reference. That's pretty neat. Oh man, am I glad I didn't joke about you falling for the ball dude now. No, I don't need to fall for the father who's disappeared. I had never met him myself, but my father put a great deal of trust in the man. He had told me that if I ran into any trouble in his absence, I was to contact Dr. Matsumoto. Wow, the art style looks really cool. I know, it looks pretty neat. Wait till we actually get to like see the characters. It's gonna be really cool. Unfortunately, Dr. Matsumoto was out on business and would not return for some time. Was I too hasty? Perhaps I should have waited. It is indeed rude to visit without warning, which is why I had sent a letter prior to my arrival. But it seems he had left before reading my letter. Perhaps, I thought, I should have waited for a reply before traveling to an unfamiliar city, but I can no longer spend time waiting idly for news. It has my name. I wonder what my terminology is. Oh, it's me! The main character of the story, she travels to Kyoto in search of her father, and she consequently finds herself involved with the SHINSENGUMI, which I'm completely okay with that. Oh, is something wrong, father? He paused for a moment and looked at me. Yay!
しばらくの間、京の都へ行くことになった。
Is it for business again? He'd left the house often during that period. Sometimes for days at a time. How long will you be gone?
それはわからん。一月になるか、二月になるか。
That's a long-ass time. Oh. There was no hiding my disappointment. Nonetheless, I wasn't a child anymore. I couldn't beg him not to go or some other foolishness. Yes, I'd be lonely, but I was much more worried for him. Please, father, be careful. They say that the city of Kyoto is dangerous. He only smiled and nodded.
安心しなさい。
Rip? Why it's a rip? Oh god, rip, sad. Thank you, Bublet. Thank you. I appreciate that.
お前が心配しないように、今日にいる間はできる限り手紙を書くよ。
Okay. You promise? Father kept his promise. A new letter arrived so often I scarcely had the time to respond before another would arrive. He told me that he worried about me being home all by myself. Then the letter stopped. A whole month passed with no word. They say Kyoto is full of Ronin. Oh, I know about the Ronin. Hey, it seemed like a sad yet appropriate moment for it. Hey, I am in agreeance there. Let's see, the Ronin. I know all about the Ronin, though. A little late, but I made it. Oh, no problem. Welcome, welcome. You joined just at the perfect time. We just kind of started the story, so you're perfectly fine. But hopefully you're having a good night. Samurai who had left their master or who have been stripped of their privileges. It can also refer to a samurai who does not have a master to serve. Like I say, we know all about the Ronin if we've watched many an anime. It is not a safe place. Usually a samurai is paid by their house, but the house refers to the domain or clan that the samurai serves. It can also be used after a fashion to refer to the specific person a samurai serves. Ronin who report to no house often rob people in order to make ends meet. They're nothing more than violent criminals who hide behind the image of the samurai. Such is the state of the city of Kyoto, the city of Ronin. Small wonder, then, that I worried for my father. My mind would concoct horrible possibilities, and I often found myself depressed and tense. First, I suppose I need to find a place to stay. Lost in thought, I didn't notice nightfall descend. If I was honest with myself, I hadn't the faintest idea of how long searching for him would take. I'd brought a negligible sum of money with me, enough to last me a month if used wisely. Finding father in this window of time was a must. Otherwise, I would have to depend on Dr. Matsumoto returning in this time, or else I'd be forced to return home without a word. Oh, you missed us taking bets on who Haruka is going to take a bet? Stop! Oh my god. I go back to work tomorrow after a good spend break, so I'm ending it with some gaming. Yay! Hey, you know what? As long as you enjoyed your break, that is all that matters. Well, at any rate, I should try and be as frugal as possible. I lengthened my stride and set off on my path. Fortunately for me, men's clothing assisted with keeping a quicker pace than women's. Amen! Agreed! Kyoto presented many dangers to a young girl, hoping to explore the city without direction. My disguise, such as it was, proved successful, and I'd safely made it all the way to Kyoto. Such success went to my head and led me to believe I could explore Kyoto as I pleased. But Kyoto is not a safe place. I should have remembered that. Instead, I had somehow convinced myself that the city's hidden dangers didn't apply to me. Oh no! I was about to discover otherwise. Oh god. I'm just, what am I gonna like have a brawl? Kyoto would be a whole lot safer if you packed a gun. I mean, in the Edo era, I think they did get, didn't they get guns in the Edo era? They started actually getting, gunpowder, so they could actually do, like, weapons like that, I think, if my time period mindset is correct. In the street in front of me were 3 Ronin. Can I help you? I did my best to keep my voice calm, reaching nonchalantly for my kodachi. Kodachi is originally a short katana. By the end of the Edo period, it referred to a large wakizashi. It was usually worn as half of a pair with a larger sword, such as a katana. Oh, okay, katana, gotcha. Yo, we romancing this dude? No, we're not romancing the Ronin. My father encouraged me to take sword lessons. I'd kept with them, and I did rather well. I was confident enough in defending myself. However, perhaps my overconfidence in myself is what served this situation at hand to me. I'd messed up and let my guard down. My fault. There was a chance I could take them on, but there were 3 of them and only one of me. Oh god. Only then did I realize they were far more interested in my sword than they were me. Firearms seem to have first appeared in Japan in 1270 as primitive metal tubes, but also proper firearms appear to have been introduced as early as 1543. So yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like there were guns, just very wonky ones, but I could have sworn there were weapons of shooting types. Looks like a bit much for a pup like this. Oh god. But the sword wasn't just some blade I picked up. It was a family heirloom spanning generations. There was no way I could give it to the Ronin. Though I had a feeling they wouldn't understand. In such a situation, the best decision was undoubtedly to retreat. I turned and ran as fast as my legs could. Of course, run away! They sure don't give up easily, do they? I felt like I'd been running for quite a while, but I could still hear the Ronin cursing loudly. I ducked into an alley, flattening against the wall. After deciding they weren't too close, I crept farther into the alley. Someone left a couple sheets of wood leaning against one of the houses, a perfect hiding spot. What luck, I thought, kneeling down under them. This is my way to escape this mess. Huh? I was listening for sounds intently. A suspicious calm entered my mind. I'd expected to hear the Ronin yelling to each other, looking for me, but seconds turned into minutes. I heard nothing. I was about to sneak out and have a look. Oh no! My plan to investigate was immediately halted. Remaining silent and hidden was more important. Still... It was then that true fear began to set in. There was something dangerous out there, something quite possibly lethal. My imagination conjured up no shortage of gruesome theories. Well, clearly someone attacked them, but it wasn't us. Even so, I could feel an itch of curiosity. I wanted to know what was out there. Carefully, I peeked out around the corner's edge. The cold reflection of moonlight upon a blade glared at me, and my eyes followed it to the arm that held it, clad in a coat of light blue. The SHINSENGUMI! Had this person saved me? But no slower than it appeared, my hope vanished. Aw, maybe not. I heard the Ronin stumbling to beg for his life. The person in the blue coat said nothing, just stepped forward, his sword raised. Oh god, this is a psycho one. Jesus. Sounds like they pissed off the wrong samurai. Possibly lethal as the screams of several men get disemboweled. I know, right? A high screeching laugh caught the man's scream. Oh man, this dude went rough on him. The blade fell through the air like a butcher's knife rather than a sword. No skill, just death. Kafka appears! Oh god. The scream turned wet, caught and disappeared like air leaving half-empty bellows. My eyes went wide. I had just witnessed a murder. Any strength I'd received vanished quickly. My legs gave way and I crumbled to the ground. My eyes widened like busted shells. Man, this dude is not playing. Jeez. He died with the first blow, but as I watched, the blades fell, carving lines into the corpse. God, Jesus! The soft slip of a blade through flesh, the silent creep of blood across ground. I felt nothing from them but madness. Their only desire was raw, animalistic violence. Whatever they were, it wasn't human. They were broken. I could feel my throat clench tightly in a warm... Yeah, I know. Ugh. I slowly recognized the coppery tang of blood. I hate that smell. I hate that smell. An icy bolt of fear ran down my spine, crawling into my limbs and freezing me in place. I was terrified. What was I going to do? What could I do? You have to run. I forced my jaw open and drew a ragged breath. This was the only chance I'd get. I had to. My body, still numb with fear, was unresponsive. I lurched sideways against the stacked wood, and with a rough clatter, it collapsed. Oh god, dead. They did. Wait, whoa, god! Crazy Shinsengumi, oh god. They're a little creepy. They're a little, oh, that's right, aren't they like, oh, okay, there is a thing about this story, I think. I think they're like vampires or something? I don't remember, but there's something about them. The creatures turned coats drenched in blood. Their eyes locked with mine and bore into me. Hideous grins split their inhumane faces, shaking with excitement at prey to slaughter. I had to run. I couldn't die yet, but my legs refused to move. Their hideous cackling laughter echoed. I was going to die. No, you're not! We have too many men to romance! My body was frozen with terror. I couldn't even scream. This was it. This was the end. No! Save me, wonderful men! Here they are. I watched them raise their bloody swords, the moon glinting off the metal. Then there was a flash of light and the soft splash of blood. I could feel it. I know, right? Papa's definitely dead. Bile began to rise in my throat, but before disgust took hold, I heard a voice. The words suggested disappointment, but the voice sounded happy.
僕一人で始末しちゃうつもりだったのに、はじめくん、こんな時に限って仕事が早いよね。
As he spoke, the strange man smiled, almost as if he were enjoying himself.
俺は務めを果たすべく動いたまでだ。あんたと違って俺に戦闘狂の毛はない。
I think he's gonna be the one. I think he's the one. I think. I'm not sure, but I think so. I think Hajime Saito is gonna be the one. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
うわ、ひどい言い草だな。まるで僕が戦闘狂みたいだ。
否定はしないのか。
The man called Saito sighed with the air of a long-suffering companion and looked at me.
でもさ、あいつらがこの子を殺しちゃうまで黙って見てれば、僕たちの手間も省けたんじゃないかな。
Says one line, Haruka. Yeah, he's the one. Sees the play. He's the one. Stop. I have a good sense in my soul. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Dude just saved your life. That's like 50 plus 6 appeal. I don't know. We'll see. His tone was light, but it confirmed my fears. I may have escaped the schemes of the Ronin, but I was ensnared by something much darker.
少なくともその判断は俺たちが下すべきものではない。
Huh? Then, who was in charge of these two? Their conversations led me to believe they were part of an organization. As I thought about it, I recalled hearing about men with blue coats. My thoughts were interrupted by a dark shape sliding into view. Tall man! Why is he looking like Itachi, man? What is this? This is like Naruto! I swallowed hard. The moonlight shone off his smooth dark hair for reasons I couldn't fathom. In that moment, the light on his hair made me think of this wistfulness of, oh yeah, I'll say flower petals. I could see that. This dude is gonna be the one she comes for. And stared in something much darker. Yeah, boys. It was almost as if the cherry trees were blooming out of season.
運のないやつだ。
His voice was cold and quiet, like a blade of ice. It's a blue eyes white dragon! No, I'm just kidding. Blue-white moonlight lit his slender face and shone from the blade pointing at my chest. But it wasn't the sword making my breath catch. I'm sure it wasn't! I'm sure it wasn't! They were fierce and hard, but somewhere behind... I could catch a glimpse of something else. There could be no doubt that he was prepared to kill me, and yet he looked troubled. Not kindness, but perhaps mercy.
いいか、逃げるなよ。背を向ければ切る。
Why do you sound like freak? Oh, you know who he sounds like? He sounds like Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. I don't know, this might be bad. I nodded. There was no doubt he meant every word he said. He stared at me for a moment, then grimaced and put his sword away, sighing. I was too surprised to stop myself from speaking, and it quickly became apparent that I wasn't the only one.
あれいいんですか、土方さん。この子、さっきの見ちゃったんですよ。
As he spoke to the man he called Hijika, his eyes narrowed. The man called Hijikata frowned back at him.
いちいち余計なことを喋るんじゃねえよ。
Yes, he sounds like Levi! He sounds like Levi! Oh my god! Oh no, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Oh no. Oh gosh.
話を聞かせちまうと始末せざるを得なくなるだろうが。
I'm gonna have to look up his seiyuu, his voice actor. I'm gonna have to look that up right now. Hold on a second. Oh, I pressed B instead. Wait, save. Oh, I can save? Oh shit, I can save whenever? Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Nice. I'm already ahead of you. Oh gosh. See, this is what a good mod is for. So who does he voice? Does he voice he voices Roy Mustang. Oh no. I love Roy Mustang. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm looking up this guy's voice acting history. Oh, he voices Sir Night-Eye. Oh no. I like him. I like these guys. Oh no. Oh no, guys, I'm into wobble. I'm into wobble. No. So, well, I think I think this is going to be a rough game, guys. I can already tell this is going to be a rough one. All I need to know is if he voices Levi. That's all I need to know. But he voices so many characters. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just like, his thing just scrolls and scrolls and scrolls. This is crazy. I don't... Come on, Levi. Levi's gotta be in here. How could be getting say something? It's totally say-so, I swear. It's full say-so thoughts. It's wholesome. I'm just making sure that I know, the proper voice behind the character, That's all I want. I just want to know who I'm talking to. Isn't that's the proper thing to do? Looks like he doesn't voice anyone. No! He sounds just like him, though! Oh, that's craziness. That's crazy. It was clear enough that what I'd seen was something they wanted to keep hidden. The more they said, the more I got it, and it was clear none of us wanted such a thing.
この子を生かしておいても厄介なことにしかならないと思いますけどね。
The way he looked at me made me feel as if he'd read my mind.
とにかく殺せばいいってもんじゃねえだろう。こいつの処分は帰ってから決める。
俺は副長の判断に賛成です。
I agree with the commander.
ここ
Ooh,
に長
yeah.
くとどまれば他の者に見つかるかもしれない。
Yeah, take me with you! Then he looked down at the creature he'd killed, as though he'd forgotten the whole
こう
ordeal.
も血に狂うとはやはり実務に使える代物ではないようです。
頭の痛え話だ。
He peered down at the corpse, his face an emotionless mask. When he looked back up at his companions, however, his eyes narrowed.
つうかお前ら、土方とか副長とか呼んでんじゃねえよ。伏せろ。
へえ、 伏せるも何もこの大服を着てる時点でバレバレだと思いますけど。
He was right. Even I had heard stories about a gang of cruel men in blue coats who cut people down in the streets, but I didn't know how to confront the dilemma of pretending I didn't see any of these horrors. My mind swirled through a pool of worries and thoughts, almost as if I was being drawn into their world. A world where there's nothing strange in carrying on a normal conversation in the dead of night with corpses for company.
死体の処理はいかよう。肉体的な異常は特に現れていないようですが。
Hichikata thought for a moment before he spoke.
羽織だけ脱がせとけ。あとは観察の方で何とかする。
承知しました。
新選組の大使が切り殺されてるなんて僕たちにとっても一大事ですしね。
He gave a derisive bark of laughter.
あとはここにいたやつが黙ってりゃ世間も勝手に納得してくれるだろう。
He looked directly at me, and I got the distinct feeling his words weren't for his companions. It was common for people to be murdered in Kyoto. It was a dangerous city, after all. I knew that, of course. But to see it happen? That was something else entirely. If death was such an easy thing in Kyoto, I thought, then the city itself must surely be mad.
ねえ、ところでさ、助けてあげたのに、お礼の一つもないの。
However, Head Boy voices Zamasu from DBS, so he still qualifies as having a godly presence. I can tell. I can definitely tell. For sure, for sure. I didn't realize right away he was speaking to me. When I did, my eyes went wide. What do you mean you saved me? Well, he did have a point. Despite their threats, they did save my life. I stood up as steadily as I could manage, brushed some dirt off my clothes, and bowed. Arigatou gozaimasu. I apologize for not thanking you earlier. There was so much going on, I was a little confused. I glanced up at them tentatively. The man called Hajime also looked confused. His eyes were wide and he had an expression I couldn't place. Hichikata looked as though he'd taken a bite of something sour. I sighed deeply before continuing. I know it seems weird to say that, but he told me I should say thanks, so I looked up. Saito and Hichikata both stared pointedly at anything but me, and the third man was shaking with laughter.
ごめん。そうだよね。僕が言ったんだもんね。
He broke out in laughter again, so much so that he was forced to wipe a few tears from his eyes as he straightened up.
どういたしまして。僕は沖田総司と言います。礼儀正しい子は嫌いじゃないよ。
I like how I'm being considered a kid. Arigatou gozaimasu. Not quite sure what else to do, I bowed again.
君を助けてくれたのが斉藤はじめくん。それでこっちの偉そうなのが。
Oh, I'm fine with thanking the bossy guy.
わざわざ紹介してんじゃねえよ。
副長、お気持ちはわかりますが、まず移動を。
Whatever mirth was inspired was gone. The man called Saito now spoke with quiet urgency. The man named Okita grabbed hold of my wrist, smiled, and led us down the street. His grip was a touch too tight to be friendly, his fingers like iron cables around my arm. There was no reason about my situation. There was no question about my situation. I quickly picked up on the notion that if I were to run, I would be killed instantly. My life was in the hands of these strange men. I'm okay with this! I set my jaw and stood up as straight as I could. My eyes crept up from the blood-stained coat and met Saito's gaze.
己のために最悪を想定しておけ。さしていいようには転ばない。
His words were like a dagger in my stomach. What was going to happen to me? Was I going to die? As we walked through the bleak Kyoto night, I felt horror crawl its way up my spine once again. The cause of my horror wasn't the gruesome end that awaited me, but something else entirely. I spoke with these men and watched them speak, standing next to a warm corpse soaked in blood. That I had done such a thing terrified me in an altogether different way. Perhaps this is what it is like to go mad. Is that the end of the prologue? It is! Why is the song so quiet? Ugh, song's so quiet. All right, we're gonna turn up the volume like crazy for the song. Because it gets so quiet. I don't understand you. My life are in the hands of the men, but it's okay because they're hot. Yep. Exactly. Cappy Particle gets it. I'm gonna save you from fear, Haruka. Levi's voice actor does not appear to have a role in this game. Okay, good. But I definitely think Hijikata's definitely up there. Hijikata and Saito are definitely up there. Already. Number 1 and number 2. I mean, they do have a glasses character, so, I don't know. I really like this song. Also, Ervin Smith's voice actor isn't in this either, just to be safe. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, that's safe to know. I see, at this point, I'm just trying to, like, keep myself sane here, you know? Nobody makes me... What does that say? Nobody makes me... Okay, the name of the... Oh god, now it's gonna be really loud. Hold on a second. It's gonna be really loud. So we're gonna turn it back down. 1864 in January. Was it morning? What happened to me? I attempted to recollect myself. Ah, yes. I'm in a house full of men, yes. Hold on, let me turn it down just a smidge. There we go. Right. All at once, the events of the previous night rushed back to me. This isn't my room. My limbs were snugly bound in tight knots? What? What? I didn't know we would rush into this type of stuff so soon. I thought we'd get to know each other first. Also, all I could do was twisting the blankets around me. Oh god. I yearned for the comfort of my own futon, but the futility of such thoughts only forced me to confront the reality of my situation. If only I could wake from this strange nightmare. But I could not. Those men from the night before must have taken me with them to the headquarters of the SHINSENGUMI. Yes, the SHINSENGUMI is a military unit made up of ronin, the purpose of which was to restore public order in Kyoto and counteract the local anti-shogunate forces. Why does Haruka sound so flustered? Because I'm confused! Because I'm confused! None of this makes sense. Why am I... What will happen to me now? I inhale deeply, lying down to await my fate. Time to die. It was at that moment that the door slid open and a kind-looking man stepped through. Oh, you finally woken up. See, really, this game is actually Skyrim, guys. It's actually Skyrim. That's really what we're playing. His smile quirked as he removed my ropes. My wrists, however, were left bound. And you are?
ああ、そうか。私はね、井上源三郎というんだ。
And who are you? Captain of the Shinsengumi's 6th Division, a native of Edo, he studied swordplay with Kando, Hijikata, and Okita. He is sometimes referred to as Jin by his close friends. Thank you.
さて、ちょっと来てくれるかい？
As he removed my ropes! No! Nothing! It's completely wholesome. It's just a pure happenstance. Nothing's happening. It's totally wholesome. It's totally wholesome. I swear to God. They thought I was... I don't know. I woke up with... I don't know.
今朝から幹部連中であんたについて話し合っているんだが。
I don't know. I come in and that's the first thing I hear. I know. I don't know.
ゆうべ、あんたが何を見たのか確かめておきたいってことになってね。
It's fine. It's fine. I nodded curtly and struggled to stand, but my body was sore from being bound up all night. That sounds so wrong. That sounds so inappropriate to say. Haruka let herself be taken by a group. But that's the story. It's the stuff. It's fine. It's fine. It treated me with something like courtesy, but it was clear that I was in a lesser position. He must have been able to guess my thoughts, however, because he smiled at me and winked. Oh God.
心配しなくても大丈夫さ。なりは怖いが気のいい者たちばかりだよ。
That's fine. Even at home, I heard rumors of the vicious Shinsengumi that were unflattering. It was hard to imagine that the people in charge of such an organization were gentlemen. Oh, they are, though. They are, though.
一番年の若い東堂くんは君よりちょっと年上くらいだよ。それに長倉くんと原田くんという賑やかな二人組もいるから大丈夫。
Oh, I hope I will be very daijoubu. I hope so. Despite his reassurances, it was difficult for me to trust what I was hearing as accurate. He led me to a room and opened the door, and I stepped inside and found myself surrounded by the leaders of the Shinsengumi. She was captured by Ronin after witnessing them take out a bunch of demon-like samurai. Yes, see, it is completely wholesome. They just were making sure that I didn't tell anybody anything. There was nothing lewd about it. It's totally, say so, completely wholesome. Totally wholesome. Their eyes dug into me like sharp knives. I stared before me and then gulped nervously.
Ohayo. 昨日はよく眠れた?
Ohayo gozaimasu. Well, it wasn't particularly comfortable. I know, right? Who sleeps with please.
そうなんだ。さっき僕が声をかけた時には君全然起きてくれなかったよ。
What did you poke? What do you mean no matter what you poke, sir? That's inappropriate.
幸せそうな寝顔でぐっすりだったみたいだけど。
Oh, he's gonna be one of those kind. He's gonna be one of those. Oh no. He's gonna poke. He's gonna be one of those guys. Oh, this is bad.
からかわれているだけだ。掃除は
Soji didn't go anywhere near your room. Oh, thank God. I was like, he's just one of those who likes to poke fun at me and get me riled up. I see how he is. I don't know about that one. But I like Saito. Saito is very proper. Let's see, Okita, yeah, Okita can go fuck off. None of them are wearing glasses yet. There is one apparently, but I don't know when he comes into the story, so I'm safe for now. But the leader though, just saying. The leader though, I need him to make his resurgence on the scene. Let's see. Okita is the captain of the Shinsengumi's 1st Division. He's a native of Edo. His brilliant prowess as a swordsman developed by training with Kando and Hajikata. Yeah, but he's also a perv, I can tell. With his grin still spread along his face, he glanced over to Saito. I like Saito. Saito's like second favorite. Saito's number 2. Definitely Saito number 2. Captain of the 3rd Division of the Shinsengumi. He is a native of Edo. He wields his sword in his left hand and fights with incredible skill.
もう少しこの子の反応を見たかったんだけどな。
Oh
はじめくん
no.
もひどいよね。勝手にバラすなんてさ。
Why? She's gonna find out she's in big trouble when she meets the guy with the glasses. I've been looking at the bus sector. Stop! I don't think Saito did anything wrong. You, on the other hand, yeah, perv!
てめえら裏口ばっか叩いてんじゃねえ
I like him! That's the one! Ichikata. I definitely like Ichikata. Okay. He broke no further in subordination. Okita shrugged and fell silent, but the smile lingered through his bright eyes. Oh, yes. Hachikata, Hachikata. The commander of the Shinsengumi is Kando's longtime friend who helped from the Shinsengumi in Kyoto. Kando calls him Toshi. Can I call him Toshi? Can I call you Toshi?
でさ、土方さん、そいつが目撃者。
Ah, the other men, yes. The man who spoke was, well, he looked more like a boy than a man. Maybe this is the youthful Shinsengumi captain that Inoue was describing to me. I'd imagine the leaders of the Shinsengumi to be older, maybe even middle-aged men, but their faces were still blessed with youth. Oh yes, they are blessed with youth. In fact, one might even confuse them at first glance for a young of bohemian thugs, so I'm fine with that.
ちっちゃいし細っぽいな。
Just a kid.
お前がガキとか言うなよ、平介。
だな。世間様から見りゃ、平介もこいつも似たようなもんだろうよ。
ガキ扱いしていいのは、俺みたいな立派な大人になってからだぜ。
Let's see. Wait. I've been looking at this game after she got excited with one of his voice. I think you might actually be safe. You don't play a certain game with Japanese voices, so their spells should be weaker. I suppose so.
立派な大人って。まあ、新八が言っても説得力も何もねえがな。
Two nearby men replied to Todo with very mocking but light-hearted tones. Let's see. We've got, oh yeah, Todo, yeah, that guy, that's the kid. Captain of the Shinsengumi's 8th Division. He is a native of Edo. He is the youngest captain and is known for being particularly energetic. Oh, okay, alright. I can relate to that. I somewhat recalled Inoue's description of the two energetic members. His mention of them was brief, but seeing them in person was an eye-opening experience. He said that the short-haired one was Nagakura, and the other with longer hair was Harada. Okay, yeah, that guy, yeah, the captain of the Shinsengumi's 2nd Division. He is a native of Edo and a skilled swordsman. He is upbeat and cheerful, and he frequently helps raise the morale of the team of his command. Okay, alright, he seems nice.
うるさいな。おじさん2人は黙ってなよ。
ふざけんなよ、このお坊ちゃまが。俺らにそんな口聞いていいと思ってんのか？
平介におじさん呼ばわりされるほど年は食ってねえよ。
Energetic. I mean it in the wholesome way.
てめえ、裏切るのか、佐野。
See, this is why I'm glad I decided to have my liquid courage tonight, because I don't think I could handle this normally. So I made a good decision. I made a very wise decision.
へへ、新八さん図星されて怒るって大人げねえよな。
Their back and forth rapport seemed developed into a rhythm from years of friendship which predated my arrival and made me foreign here. I sensed something apart from curiosity towards me though, like a feeling of animosity. Despite their cheerful levity, they had not forgiven my presence among them. Suddenly, I wanted very much to go home. I wanted to leave this place and never return. My chest tightened and I stared down, hoping to wake up in bed with all of this only a memory. Oh no! It's the glasses guy! Oh no! Hi! His voice was calm and warm and I felt myself relax. Even if only for a little bit.
何言ってんだ。一番怖いのはあんただろ、三男さん。
Sannan. Okay, Sannan. All right, who's Sannan? All right, let's see. A colonel in the Shinsengumi. He is a native of Edo. He acts primarily as a consultant to the chief of the Shinsengumi, Isami Kando. Oh, hi, Captain Gordon. Captain Gordon. Oh no. Oh goodness gracious, I can't with this. Oh god. Oh god, no, I pressed the B button. I'm like clearly fumbling with buttons here, and I don't understand buttons anymore. But yeah, why are you calling him Captain Gordon? Stop that. As he finished speaking, the rest of the men nodded solemnly in agreement. I wondered who could possibly command such fear and respect from these men.
おや、心外ですね。皆さんはともかく鬼の副長まで何をおっしゃるんです。私はいつだって新選組の規範を第一に考えているだけですよ。
Perhaps you prefer Clovis La Britannia? Wait, is that Captain Gordon? Wait. Does he voice someone from Code Geass? Does he voice someone from Code Geass? Oh god, if he voices someone from Code Geass, I'm in trouble.
その規範、ご法度を決めたのは土方君、君じゃなかったですか。確かに決めたのは俺だ。だ、今はそんなことを言ってる時じゃねえだろ。
And the man called Sannan and Hijikata stared at one another with a smirk.
トシと三男君は相変わらず仲が良いな。
Hijikata and Sannan sounded distant when they spoke to one another, not exactly friendly. Still, the man who spoke had certainly sounded as though he thought they were friends.
ああ、自己紹介が遅れたな。俺が新選組局長、近藤勇だ。
Yeah, Isami Kondo, yay! Alright, one of the founders of the Shinsengumi, an organization created to help keep the peace in Kyoto. He is originally from Edo. When you say chief, do you mean to say you are the most important man in the Shinsengumi? I mean, they're all important, but yes.
まあ、
Well,
俺が偉いわけじゃない。
yeah, he's definitely
皆
not
の
like
代表
that
ということ
important.
だよ。それからそこの都市が副長で、横にいる三男君は総長を務めていて。
近藤さん、なんでいろいろ教えてやってんだよ。
Wait, do I think I'm a man still? Do they think I'm a boy still? Yeah, Glasses is the voices of Captain Gordon in Disgaea and Clovis Lub. Oh my god, that's so fantastic. Oh my god, he's Captain Gordon in Disgaea. Oh no, that's so cool. I love this so much.
まずいのか。
情報を与える必要がないんだったら黙ってる方が得策なんじゃないですかね。
わざわざ教えてやる義理はないと思うけど。
確かにそうなんだが、紹介しないことには話が進まんだろう。
Haruka glanced over at Kondo and let out a bark of laughter.
ここまで来たら知られて困ることもねえけどな。
Kondo had looked rather disappointed when Hijikata spoke, but he perked up at Harada's words. Despite knowing him for 5 minutes, it's easy to see that his words resonated well with his men. He had a sort of charisma that simply drew you in, a man who was impossible to hate.
さて、本題に入ろう。まずは改めて昨晩の話を聞かせてくれる。
はい。
はい。
昨晩京の都を夜間巡察中に不老の老師と遭遇。相手が刀を抜いたため切り合いとなりました。一部の大使らが老師を無力化しましたが、その折彼らが失敗した様子をこの者に目撃されています。
As he finished, Saito turned to look at me. I didn't see anything, right? I saw nothing! I was just there trying to not die, please. Even with my insistence, Hijikata continued to stare at me with a harsh glance. Saito remained expressionless, and the smile on Okita's face didn't change.
なあ、お前本当に何も見てないのか？
Yes, I didn't see anything.
見てないんならいいんだけどさ。
掃除の話じゃ、お前が大使どもを助けてくれたって話だったな。
No, that's not true. I glanced over at Okita, but his smile remained. Whatever he was thinking was a mystery to me. I was running away from the Ronin, and then some people with Shinsengumi uniforms appeared. Really, they sort of rescued
つま
me.
り、大使どもが老子を切り殺してる場面はしっかり見たってわけだな。
Yeah, no, I don't know about that. I couldn't exactly deny that. However, I knew that choosing to stay silent would implicate me deeper than lying would.
つまり最初から最後まで一部始終を見てたってことか。お前、根が素直なんだろうな。それ自体は悪いことじゃないんだろうが。
I wasn't sure what to make of Harada's words. My presence seemed bad for the Shinsengumi. Would their next words be ones condemning me to death for being at the wrong place and time? My voice shook, but I knew I had to try. I won't tell anyone, I promise. Just someone, don't kill me.
私たちに敵対するものとまでは言いませんが、君に言うつもりが
He's so soft-spoken.
相手の誘導尋問に乗せられる可能性はある。
Oh my god, torture? Why? Why would you torture me? I've done nothing. That's right. All the whimper noises. Don't kill me. His voice was still warm, but his words were cold, and I began to feel my chances of life slip away.
話さないというのは簡単だ。この者が新選組に義理立てする理由もない。
約束を破らない保証なんてないですし、やっぱり解放するのは難しいですよね。ほら、殺しちゃいましょうよ。口封じするならそれが一番じゃないですか。
掃除。
Don't be so
物騒な
cold,
ことを言う
Soji.
な。
Yeah, don't be so
他の民を
cold.
むやみに殺して何とする。
I did nothing.
そんな顔しないでくださいよ。今のはただの冗談ですから。
Uh-huh, sure.
あんたは
To
冗談を
prepare the tickle torture chamber. No. No, I'm sensitive. No, I don't like tickles. Perhaps it should have sounded like After being rebuked by Saito, Okita gave a playful smile.
しかし、なんとかならんのかね。まだこんな子供だろう。
Yeah, we're talking about a child here. I'm innocent.
私も何とかしてあげたいとは思いますが、うっかり漏らされでもしたら一大事です。
Yeah, I like how they still assume that I'm a male, but that's fine. I'm cool with that.
さて、私は副長のご意見を伺いたいのですが、いかがですか、土方副長。
Oh no! What's gonna happen if they find out that I'm a female? Oh god, it just hit me! They're thinking I'm a male this whole time! Oh no! Oh no! Wait a minute, what? Oh god, this is gonna be weird. The men looked at Hichikata, listening intently. He sighed and glanced around the room.
俺たちは昨晩、指導に背いた大使を粛清した。こいつはその現場に居合わせた。
Hijikata's definitely top tier though. Simping, that's what? I mean, I'm just saying. Wait till they get a load of the. Stop! No! Stop! No, we keep No!
それだけだとおっしゃりたいんですか。
No!
実際このガキの認識なんざその程度のもんだとは思う。
けどよ、こればっかりは大義のためにも内密にしなきゃなんねえことだよな。新選組の大使は血に狂ってるなんて噂が立ちゃ、俺らのタイムにだって支障が出るぜ。
Shinpachi's word made sense to everyone. Hichikata's face looked grim. Just saying, romance on. Apparently so, right?
おい、言葉を慎め。俺は指導に背いた大使を粛清した。
でもまあ、どっちみち見たことは変わらないんですけどね。
Yeah, we definitely kept the romance on. We did not turn that off because, you know,
掃除の意見
reasons.
にも一理あると思うが、まあ 俺は土方さんや近藤さんの決定に従う。
俺は逃がしてやってもいいと思う。こいつは別にあいつらが血に狂った理由を知っちまったわけでもないんだしさ。
What do you mean, everything? I couldn't help but wonder aloud, and the mood in the room shifted to an icy silence.
スキー、余計な情報をくれて。
Yeah, Hesky, shush.
悪い。
ああ、これでますます君の無罪放免が難しくなっちゃったね。
See, he is a bad, I don't know, man. He's a dangerous one right here. Okita's like, he's that one that's just gonna constantly try to push my buttons. I already sense he's bad news. Yes, all the whippers, save me.
何したらもの、死ぬ覚悟くらいできてんだろ。お前も諦めて腹くくっちまいな。
A man? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think this is the moment! Oh no! No! Oh, that's right. They still believe me to be a boy. Oh no! With everything else that had happened, I'd completely forgotten how I was dressed.
確かに。
Very true. A brave death is always.
俺も若い頃は切腹したし。
サノの場合、まだ生きてるけどな。
Their jokes were barbaric, but they both broke into raucous laughter.
副長、結論も出ないことですし、一旦このものを部屋に戻してはどうでしょうか。同席させた状態で誰かが機密を漏らせば、処分も何、殺すほかなくなります。
He was right. If I remained with them, then I could easily hear something I wasn't supposed to. I didn't think he'd mention it for my sake, but rather as a possible concern for their group. I was still relieved when he brought it up.
そういうことにするか。ちょっと調べたいこともあるし。
私もその判断には賛成しますよ。ここには迂闊な方も多いですしね。
三男さん、わざわざこっち見て言うとかきついよ。
仕方ねえよ。迂闊なのは俺らの担当だろ。主に平助とか
な。そんな責めるなよ。俺だって悪気はなかったんだからさ。
I can hear Todo's voice rise as everyone's. Yeah, I know. He's the young one. I know. I feel you. I'm loud too, my dude. I feel you. He looked at them for a bit, then turned to me and mumbled in a voice I could barely hear.
あのさ、悪かったな。
ありがとう。いやいやいや、もうありがとう。すみません。I was still apprehensive about what they might do to me, so I couldn't quite respond to him well. But he seemed to understand, and I curtly managed to nod. It was the most I could manage.
それじゃ斉藤、こいつを頼む。
Yeah, take care of the kid. Yeah, pay no attention to the chest region. I am totally a boy.
承知しました。行くぞ。
行くぜ。Warrior record has been unlocked. Ooh, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. After returning to my room, I'd spent some time reflecting upon my state and my still bound hands. Of course, because I'm still bound for some reason. The rumors spoke of the Shinsengumi as vicious men, but they seemed more intimate, human to me. Still, their presence or their being lingered through me, as if to say, we're not killers, but to protect our code, we must bring death. Remaining here is only bringing me closer to the possibility of them killing me. I don't know if I can convince them to spare me. Just as I have no loyalty to them, they have no loyalty to me. Only the Shinsengumi. But then, they mentioned a man must always be ready to face death. So are they still mistaking me for a man? Could I possibly risk exposing my true identity in exchange for mercy? Yeah, tell them you're a lady! Tell them you're a lady! Maybe they'll give forgiveness. Your chest... Maybe you're just flat as a board. That's what took... Oh, that's so cool. You don't know? I'm totally not. I'm not, I swear. Your chest region is probably bound tightly for travel and to help complete the look. Maybe. But this could just as easily backfire for me, and it could exact an even worse fate. I was truly at a loss for what to do. Oh, I get to choose. Oh, let's explain the situation. Talking is important. I would tell them the truth. Perhaps if I did, they'd understand my dilemma. Perhaps they think I'm from Kyoto as well. If I told them I'd only just arrived in Kyoto, they might lower their guard, or so I hoped. I didn't know anyone in Kyoto, and I'd only come to look for my father. I haven't even told them I'm a girl. The rest, perhaps, could wait, but I felt that it might be wise to tell them I was a girl. I took a deep breath and screamed loudly, "Oh God! Sumimasen!" Why are we yelling, excuse me, so loudly? After a few moments, the door slid open. Oh God, hello! And several faces appeared around the edges.
大胆だなお前さん。囚われの身分で俺らを呼びつけるなんてよ。で、自分から声をかけてくるなんざ、そろそろ腹も決まったのか。
No, that's not it. I want you to hear me
おそら
out.
くあんたの事情は汲めないだろう。それでよければ話すといい。
Whimper!
お前の運のなさには同情する。まあ、成仏してくれな。
ほら、男なら諦めが肝心だろ。
They all spoke as if they'd already consigned me to death. It was time to make my choice. Oh, jeez. I am not giving up. What kind of option is that? Yeah, let's tell him I'm not a boy. Let's just go right out and say it. As Saito turned to go, I rounded on Todo to glare at him furiously. Remember you're bound. Yeah, I know. Don't remind me. Earlier you said a man should know when to accept his fate. You don't think there's anything wrong with killing a man before hearing him out?
お前さ、口の聞き方に気をつけろよ。自分がどんな立場かわからないわけ。そっちこそ男らしい態度取れば、俺らの事情を素直に受け入れればいいだろう。
But I'm not a man. Oh God, this is gonna be so good.
もしかしてさ、
You tell me you're a girl.
とか。
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, boy. Oh God.
ちょっと待てって。
Yeah, chotomate. Yeah, chotomate all day.
それは、
Oh God.
ま、確かにそんな感じだな。体の線が女性的で柔らかいというか。
そんなもんわかるか。普通女は袴なんて履かねえだろうが。
I can wear pants all I want. How dare you? Pants are allowed. Oh no, sir.
女子でも投げ
So
抜く
cruel.
馬術の際に袴は用いるぞ。
Damn right, Saito. Saito knows what's up. That's why he was number one at first. He knows what's up.
この者のように旅姿に男装をするのは珍しい。身を守る処世術と言えなくもない。
See? Saito's a man of wise wisdom. He knows.
そういうこともあるかも
なるほど。
いろいろ言って悪かった。
You sure are lucky these dudes have no social interactions with single women. I know, like clearly they have not been around a single woman before. I know. Well, I'm glad that was cleared up.
あんたの言う通り、せめて事情くらいは聞いてやるべき。
See? Now they want to hear me out. Judging by the calmness in Saito's demeanor, it seemed he was unsurprised by my attempt to dress like a boy. There I was, surrounded once again by the leaders of the SHINSENGUMI.
少年にしては華奢で可愛らしい顔をしていると思っていたんだが、まさか本当に女子だったとはな。
Kondo was nodding his head repeatedly as if he were agreeing with a very intelligent suggestion. For him to notice the softness of my features. Aw, how nice of him. I have feminine features. See? They really thought you were just a femboy. I'm not a femboy.
女だって聞いてから見ると女にしか見えなくなってくるんだよな。
See? Now that they know I'm not a boy, they're like, yeah, you know, you're right. She doesn't look like a boy.
しかし女の子を一晩縄で縛っておくとは悪いことをしたね。
でもよ、女だって言うが別に証拠はないんだ。
Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't need proof. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, hey now. We don't need to be showing no proof around here. Just take my word for it, I swear to you. Yeah, proof? You don't need proof.
証拠も何も一目瞭然だろうが。なんなら脱がせてみるか？
What? No! No, sir, we do not do these things here.
許さんぞ。衆目の中、女子に肌をさらさせるなど言語道断。
Thank you, Kanto, thank you. A man of properness. Thank you.
だがな、それが一番手っ取り早いと思ったんだ。無理にとは言わないがな。
でもよ、本当に女だって言うなら殺しちまうのも忍びねえよな。
何甘いこと言ってるんだ。男だろうが女だろうが性別の違いは生かす理由にならねえだろう。
I still, Hijikata. He's so good.
もっともです。ですが、女性に限らず、そもそも人を殺すのは忍びないことですよ。今日の治安を守るために組織された私たちが無益な殺生をするわけにはいきません。
結局、女の子だろうが男の子だろうが、今日の平安を乱しかねないなら話は別ですよ。
The Shinsengumi had already suffered a very gruesome reputation in Kyoto. If rumors spread that their men were thirsty for blood, things weren't likely to go well for them. Kyoto would banish them, and with no one to protect the people, the city would erupt into chaos. Each of their members deeply understood the consequences of behaving rashly in these times.
悪いが、お前の荷物を改めさせてもらった。どうやら江戸からここまで一人で来たみてえだな。荷物はわずかな着替えと一月分の小銭、それと数通の手紙と手紙には幕府御殿医の松本良順の名前があった。おそらくそこを訪ねたんだ。お前の目的は何だ？
What is my purpose? My purpose is to marry you, sir. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. The minute my name was spoken, the vibe in the room shifted immensely.
Nani?
Stop! Oh god. Oh my goodness. Everyone wore a stunned expression, eyes wide and no words were uttered in response.
土方さん、その名前は？
おいおい、偶然にしちゃできすぎだぜ。
There's Stop! I'm not thirsty! I mean, I have drinks to drink. I'm not thirsty.
まあ待て。それを判断するためにも、まずは君の話を聞かせてくれるかな？
At Kando's behest, I stood up to speak. Under the watchful eyes of the leaders, I sharply described how I came to face them, how I lived in Edo, how I'd come to Kyoto to find my father, how lonely the city felt before I arrived.
そうか。出身も江戸だったのだな。父上を探して遠路はるばる京に来たのか。
She's not thirsty. She's completely dehydrated. I'm not dehydrated. You stop. I'm just fine.
して、お父上は何
Oh
と？
god. My father is Koto Yukimura.
つながったな。
are you
あ
talking
なたが
about?
持っていた手紙の筆跡。これはまさに光道さんのものでしたが、
But
まさか本当に光道さんのご息女とは。
you know my father? The silence was enough to tell me that the revelation of my parentage caused a pronounced change in their behavior.
どこまで知ってる？
Well, I mean, what do you mean withholding information? You thought I was a boy. I mean, come on. Come on. You didn't give me much of an opportunity. What information are you talking
いいから
about?
洗いざらい全部吐け！何しに今日に来やがった？
Oh, he's so fierce. He's so fierce. It's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Hachikata. Yes, I will tell you everything. I just came to look for my father. I swear I don't know anything else.
親父の光道さんが何をしてるか知っててここに来たんだろうが。
No, I don't, but I like when you talk aggressively. Oh god, this game. I was only aware of my father's being in Kyoto for his medical work, but I haven't seen him since last summer. That's all I know.
土方君、どうやら本当に何も知らないのかもしれませんよ。
What is my father doing? So what do you know about my father? Where is he right now? Please tell me.
光道さんの行方は現在新選組でも探している。
Oh, lovely. You're after my father?
あ、
So this means
勘違いしないでね。僕たちは光道さんを狙ってるわけじゃないから。
so much thirst you need a river to hydrate. No! No! I'm not thirsty. I'm not. Stop. I'm just being very observant of these men and their personal attributes. That's all. That's all it is. A huge wave of relief came over me.
同じ幕府側の協力者なんだけど、実は彼、夏から行方知れずなんだよね。
幕府をよく思わない者たちが光道さんに目をつけた可能性が高い。
I let out an audible gasp, but Saito continued without paying me any
生きて
mind.
いる降参も高い。乱暴医は利用価値がある存在だ。
I wasn't sure what else to do, so I nodded. Make sure it is a freshwater river. Stop! My heart pounded in my chest, threatening to burst onto the floor.
近藤さん、どうでしょうか。同じ人物を探す者同士、彼女に手を貸してあげてはいかがかと。
手を貸すとはどういうことかね。
光道さんが見つかるまで互いに協力し合うということです。彼女に協力してもらうことで光道さんが見つかる可能性は格段に上昇するでしょう。
Haruka down nuclear. Stop. Oh,
私
jeez.
たちがいくら探しても姿形を変えられてしまっては見抜くことは難しい。ですが光道さんの娘である君ならば身なりが変わっていようと看破できますね。
However, you ought to recognize me. Yes, of course. I nodded as I spoke, while giving him what I hoped seemed like a steady, reassuring smile.
彼女が手中にあるというのは何かと都合がいいと思います。
どうだトシ。三男君の意見に俺は賛成だ。
こいつが本当に何も知らねえって言うんだろ。
See, I just give me a section of just Hichikata. Just Hichikata. That's all I need. It's true. All I know is that my father headed to Kyoto, but I don't know anything else. And about last night, I didn't see anything.
あの乱暴医の娘となりゃ殺しちまうわけにもいかねえか。
His eyes narrowed as he looked down at me.
昨夜の件は忘れるって言うんなら父親が見つかるまでお前を保護して。
君の父上を見つけるためならば我ら新選組は協力は惜しまんとも。
Arigatou gozaimasu. Exactly. I had never imagined something like this. I was elated to have escaped death, but not only had I survived, but I'd found my first decent lead.
殺されずに済んでよかったね。とりあえずはだけど。
He's so. He gave me that same wolfish grin. I know. The wolfish grin. They're all dangerous. All of them. They're dangerous. Bad news. Bad juju. There was no denying that my situation was still less than desirable, but it didn't matter for now. Yes, I'm very glad. Against all odds at last, I'd found help where I'd never had expected it. The Shinsengumi, the group of wonderfully attractive men, apparently. My first day in Kyoto was quite the adventure. In spite of everything I'd seen, my fortune was improving with every step. I still had a long way to go, but keeping positive was my only hope.
Yukimura-kun, よかったね。これからはよろしく頼むよ。
It's a pleasure for me as well. Yes, arigatou gozaimasu.
なあ、ゲンさん。女子となれば、ここのような男女体では申し訳ない気がするんだが。
ええ、そうですね。これはちょっと困りましたな。
Kondo across his arms and thought deeply.
不便があれば言うといい。
Should you require anything, you need only ask. We will do what we can to accommodate you. Yes, please! Please do! Thank you! See, he's so kind! I like him! I like him! ありがとう。
まあ、女の子となりゃ手厚くもてなさんといかんよな。
Oh, yeah, you gotta be nicer to me now. You gotta be nicer to me now.
新発さん、女の子に弱いもんな。でもだからって手のひら返すの早すぎ。
Ooh.
いいじゃねえか。これで豚書が華やかになると思えば、新八に限らずはしゃぎたくもなるだろう。
Let's see. The headquarters of the Shinsengumi was located in the Mibu era, and it was where members lived and took their meals. Okay, I don't know where the Mibu area is, but it's obviously somewhere. Accommodate. Yeah, she'll do that. All right, stop. No, that is not this type of game. This is a wholesome game. We don't do that here. I wasn't entirely sure I believed that sentiment.
とはいえ、ここでは女性として扱うのは難しそうです。大使として扱うのもまた問題ですし、彼女の処遇は少し考えなければなりませんね。
なら誰かの交渉にすりゃいいだろう。近藤さんとか三男さんとか。
A page? What is that? Page, an assistant to a samurai or noble, traditionally a young man. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing.
やだな、土方さん。そういう時は言い出しっぺが責任取らなくちゃ。
Yes, let me be your page.
都市のそばなら安心だ。
Yes, yes, let me go with Toshi. Yes.
ということで、土方くん。
Yes. The gods have blessed me with a gift.
えら、勝手に決めてるんじゃねえ。
It has been decided, and it has been decided. Fate has decided for you, sir. Wholesome went out the window when you watch several people get murdered, resurrected, then murdered again. Yeah, this is true. Hajime Saito's VA is also the Japanese voice actor for Curtis from Disney. Ooh, Curtis! I love Curtis! Oh, Curtis was my favorite. Well, one of my favorites. Oh, that's so cool. As I watched their back and forth, some of my earlier relief began to ebb away. And this is how the Shinsengumi had come to look after me. Huzzah! I'm pretty sure that was chapter 1. I'm pretty sure. February 1864. Yes, mid-February 1864, I slid the door open and met a breath of cool morning air. Clumps of thick clouds trundled silently over the city, an unusually strong wind driving them along. It's cold today. I shivered a bit and grabbed a jacket from near the door to wrap around myself. A week had passed since I'd begun living in the headquarters of the SHINSENGUMI. I was given a room of my own, but they made it clear that I wasn't to roam freely. They weren't the best accommodations, but given how close I was to being murdered by them instead, I thought it best not to complain. Still, do I really need to dress like this all the time? I sighed, staring at my feet on the cold floor. They'd given me temporary accommodations, but it wasn't without its strict conditions.
お前の身柄は新選組預かりとする。が、女として屯所へ置くわけにはいかねえ。
Well, it's not like you had women around anyway.
新選組にかくまわれている女がいる。そんな話が万一にも広まれば、よくねえ勘繰りをする奴も出てくる。
Oh my.
それに、噂を聞いて行動さんを狙っている奴らが、お前まで狙い出すかもしれねえ。もちろん、行動さんが狙われていると確定したわけじゃねえ。こういう不確定要素が多い現状で、迂闊な行動は取れねえってことだ。だから、お前には男装を続けてもらう。面倒だろう。
Ah, so I have to pretend to be a man still. Clear. His reasoning was sound. Perhaps more than that, I knew he was concerned not only for the SHINSENGUMI, but also for the safety of my father and myself. I didn't have a choice, regardless, but keeping this in mind made his orders more palatable.
それに、たとえ君にその気がなくとも、女性の存在は体内の風紀を。
What do you mean, disrupt morale? What do you mean? Why am I disrupting morale?
ですから私たち幹部のほか、大使たちへも君の事情は話しません。情報はそれこそどこから広まるかわかりませんからね。
I understand the situation. So what should I do while I'm here?
屯所じゃ何もしなくていい。部屋を一つやるから。
I'm gonna stay in my room and that's it. Well, fine.
あれ？おかしいな。この子、誰かさんの故障になるんじゃなかったですか？
Yeah, let me be your page. Let me be your page.
てめえは余計な口出しせずに黙ってろ。
Oh, look at the profanity. Ooh, I like him already. Lonely men create impure men. Haven't you heard about those poor boys in school? Boobs and thighs and booty are distracting. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Before long, I'd been there for a week. I guess I don't have much of a choice. No sense in dwelling on what I can't do after all. Although it was still a new sensation, I'd grown comfortable in dressing like a boy, particularly the feeling of wearing pants. Yes! Yes, girl, yes! Pants are the way of life! I straightened up and touched the kodachi that Hijikata had given back to me. This was a familiar friend of mine. The blade by my hip stretched back to as far as I can recall. According to my father, this was an important heirloom passed down through the Yukimura clan. As such, I was forced to take lessons in swordplay, making me well aware of what the blade was capable of. I had never cared much for weapons. Weapons hurt people, which is an obvious factor, but it was more than that, at least for me. For as far back as I could remember, any wounds I suffered healed at an incredible rate. Small cuts would disappear overnight. As a child, I'd thought nothing of it, but as I grew older, I began to realize that I was not quite normal. I'm a vampire! Am I a vampire? What am I? What am I? Am I some kind of creature? What is this? What am I, Wolverine? Am I Wolverine? While you people were going to school, I studied the blade. Exactly, I studied the blade. My father insisted it was a gift of the gods, but that I should tell no one of it. I didn't tell anyone, of course. I was afraid they would treat me like a monster if they knew. Ever since then, I'd done my best not to get hurt. I stayed as far away from blades as I could, and before I realized it, I developed a fear of them. My constant need for disguise was frustrating, but my condition left me more unsettled. Still, that wasn't the only thing on my mind. The rank and file soldiers treated me coldly. I'm not just imagining it, right? I learned having a private room was a privilege, even for captains, for a child to arrive and receive better treatment than their own captains. No surprise, really, for the soldiers to hate me. True, I suppose I can't really blame them. I was enjoying the Shinsengumi's hospitality, and so I felt I should help them in some way, but I knew nothing of soldiers and their ways. I gave as much effort as possible, despite Hijikata's commands for me to remain in my room. How does one calm the lonely, restless mind? I think for the soldiers, whenever the captains or other officers would look out for me, it appeared as if they were giving me special treatment. They're just watching me. To make sure I kept my mouth shut, they took turns keeping watch over me. Any mistake on my part would cause huge trouble, so they were making an effort to keep me contained. Even if I could speak with the soldiers, what conversations would we share? Nothing? My only respite from any possibility of detection would be to stay alone. Again. All I wanted from this, though, was to find my father. Even though they'd promised to help me, keeping me locked here without the ability to leave was no better than being tied up. Just when it felt like I'd made some progress into my journey, my search was kept to a halt. Perhaps, I thought, I could talk to Hijikata if he would give me permission to look for my father. Oh no, that's right. Hijikata just recently departed for Osaka. Well, if Hijikata's not here, I wasn't sure what to do. Yeah, let's go search for the compound. That's a dumb idea. Let's talk to someone. Perhaps there would be someone in the inner courtyard to whom I could speak, I thought. I didn't want to be spotted by the soldiers, so I hid for a moment and scanned the area. Oh, good. Things were looking up. The only people in the courtyard were Okita and Saito. Saito! Yay! Ohayo, Okita. Ohayo, Saito. They showed no sign of surprise to my approach and turned lazily to greet me.
Ohayo. 明るいような暗いような微妙な顔してるね。
何か思うところがあるという様子だ。俺たちに用があるなら言うといい。
Well, I didn't want to impose or complain, but they had asked. I was hoping I could go look for my father soon.
それは無理だ。あんたの護衛に咲く陣営は整っていない。
He hadn't exactly left me any room for argument. Is there really nothing you can do? It's not like I want to go very far. Just walking around the city is enough.
僕たちが巡察に出かけるとき、同行してもらうのが一番手っ取り早いかな。
Your rounds? Apparently, Chikage Kazuma's voice actor is freaking prolific? Really? Really now? I must have worn a confused expression because Okita's eyes narrowed and he proceeded to warn me.
言っておくけど、巡察って命がけなんだよ。僕たちが下手を打てば死ぬ大使だって出る。老子に殺されたくないなら最低限自分の身くらい自分で守ってもらわないとね。
Well, I don't know. I do know a little of swordsmanship. I should be able to protect myself a little. Internally, though, I was frightened by the rounds. The last thing I wanted was to see another person die. I had seen enough of that to last a lifetime. I had to remind myself that fear couldn't rule me. No matter what, I had to find my father. Kyoto may be a dangerous place, but being paralyzed by fear would prevent me from ever finding him.
ならば俺が試してやる。腰のものが飾りではないと証明してみせる。
What?
加減をしてやる。遠慮は無用だ。どこからでも全力で打ち込んでこい。
Ooh, I get to fight Saito!
どうしたユキモ。
Is something
その子たちはやはり単なる飾りなのか。
No, of course it's not. And I have taken lessons, I'm not lying. But I can't attack you. If my hand were to slip and I cut or stab you, not only would you be injured, but you could die. Don't laugh at me, you son of a bitch! I could actually hurt someone, maybe. Excuse Excuse me, you don't have to laugh, right? I know.
はじめくん相手に殺してしまうかもなんて不安になれる君は文句なしにすごいよ。最高。
Of course, I hadn't thought I could beat one of the captains of the SHINSENGUMI, but still, there's still a chance of someone getting hurt. If it's to help someone or protect myself, I wouldn't think twice to draw my kodachi. But right now, let's test my skill. I just can't get myself to... Let's test the skill! Why not? Let's go! Have at me! Come at me, bro! So this is to test my skills, right?
どうやら物分かりはいいみたいだ。
Oh, I guess I struck a chord with someone with that.
君がそれなりに刀の使える人間だって分かれば、僕たちも君の外出を少しは前向きに考えるし。
刃に不安があるのなら、鞘を刀代わりに使うか、峰打ちで打ち込む。
I looked down at my sword. Even with the scabbard or the back of the blade, a misplaced strike could break bones. However, this was the opportunity I waited for. I don't want to miss this chance. I straightened up and looked straight into Saito's cold, calm eyes. Let's fucking go! I settled into a fighting position. Saito cocked his head slightly to one side and let out a small noise I took to be a laugh. His stance stayed defensive, no sign of fear, despite the fact that I was clearly ready to attack. Did he intend to leave his sword sheathed? I stopped the thought as it entered my mind. His words were to be trusted. Here I come. As I stepped forward, I let out a yell and lunged. The backside of my blade collided with the shoulder of a defenseless Saito. Or so I thought. Oh, jeez! Oh, we get, like, cool animation things! Oh, shit! Oh, snap! That looks cool! In the blink of an eye, his face was only inches from mine, and I could feel the cold steel of his blade. This was the skill of a SHINSENGUMI captain. Yeah, he fucking, like, the wind! My body froze, and sweat dripped down my neck.
死を誇れ。あんたの剣には曇りがない。立ち筋には心が現れる。あんたは死に恵まれたのだろう。
Well, I'm glad he thinks so. He turned without another word, sheathed his sword, and began to walk away. This is some Mitsurugi shit. I know, it's a Mitsurugi style. I know, right? I then noticed how wildly my heart was. I know, because it's Saito. I mean, come on. I would be too. What was that?
これ、いい子たちだね。ずいぶん年代物みたいだけど。
I looked over at Okita to see him holding my kodachi. That's some Kingdom Hearts dialogue right there. Oh my god, that's Kingdom Hearts, Jesus. I looked down at my hand where I'd expected the sword to be. It was empty. Sumimasen. Thank you for picking up my sword. He nodded and tossed the sword to me. I reached for it, but there was almost no strength left in my hands, and I nearly dropped it. The blow of Saito's sword on my own had left my hands numb. That strength seemed almost inhuman. What's Kingdom Hearts?
大丈夫?
Bruh!
やっぱり驚いたかな。はじめくんの居合は達人級だからね。
A martial arts technique where one strikes and finishes their opponent in one smooth motion from the starting position of the sword inside its sheath. Its focus is the quick draw. Ah, I see. Yes, I suppose I'm okay. But what's yay? I felt like a bit of a fool asking, but they seemed to think it was a perfectly legitimate question. A badass technique. A technique where, yeah.
抜刀直後の刃が上向いているのはわかるな。
Yes.
そうだ。
Oh god, hold on, can I go back? Oh, I can't go back. Damn it, I accidentally clicked too fast.
昔の太刀は刃を下に向けて吊るしていたが、今の内刀は腰に刺すために上向きにする。本来であれば、刀身が鞘から抜け切るまで待ち、刀を返して相手に刃を向ける手間がかかる。
And he could have easily taken my head with that blade. Don't worry about it. But I was kidding about the Kingdom Hearts question. I figured you were. Had we faced an actual battle, I would have been dead sooner than I could prepare
居
myself.
合は片手で抜き打つことが多いから、結果的に威力が下がって実用性は低いなんて言われることもあるんだけどね。
That's not a problem Saito has. It seems like he could easily finish an opponent with a single blow.
うん。もしはじめくんが本気だったら、君の子たちを弾いた後、即座に追撃してとどめを刺してたと思うよ。
Oh, I bet he would have. I bet he would have. The only reason I survived that encounter was because Saito had never intended to kill me. A thought that made me shiver. That's Iai then. And from a true master of the art, it left me speechless, trembling from its power. A feeling of horror began to creep and coil itself around my heart. The outside appearance of the Shinsengumi did not reflect their deadliness. It mesmerized me to witness men who could be gentle, yet killers.
落ち込むことはない。あんたは外を連れ歩くのに不便を感じない腕だ。
Really? I looked from Saito to Okita. He gave me a smile and brought his hands together in polite applause.
へえ、はじめくんのお墨付きか。
Oh yay! Hajime approves
か
of
なりすごい
me.
ことだよ。
Then that means you can take me with you?
外出禁止令を出した人が許可するなら、いつでも連れて行ってあげるんだけどね。
Right. I'd had a feeling he was going to say something similar, so I simply nodded in agreement.
副長が大阪出張から戻るまで今しばし待たせることになる。すまないな。
Oh, you don't need to apologize, Saito. It's all right. Saito looked at me for a beat, then turned away. I thought perhaps he looked to me with pity.
巡察に同行できるよう俺たちから副長に進言しておこう。
I like Saito!
だからもう少しだけおとなしくしててね。遊び相手くらいにならなってあげるからさ。
Really? Okita smirked, and I couldn't tell if he was kidding or meant it. I turned to look up to the sky, watching the white clouds gently drift apart. Perhaps a shy omen? At least I'd made some progress in my search. I told myself, however little. The wind had pushed the clouds off of Kyoto, and the brilliant blue they'd hidden sparkled above. Time stood still, shadows drifting along my wall. How long am I going to do this? Solitude was proving detrimental to any glimmer of hope. My heart felt heavier with each moment. How lonely the wistful, forlorn mind can become. I'd been swept up in a frightening world I didn't understand and couldn't possibly control. I can't possibly figure out what's happening to Father if I'm stuck here. Only Hijikata can give me permission to leave, and he's gone. All I could do was wait. Lamenting things I couldn't change wouldn't improve my situation and would arguably make it worse. I knew I couldn't trust the men of the Shinsengumi completely. They were, after all, men who could take life in the blink of an eye. It would be just as easy for them to end my life. Well, at least they've all been nice to me, for now. They're nice men deep down,
君さ、
right?
騙されやすい性格とか言われない？
Gullible! Ah, Yukimura, this guy. What are you doing here?
あれ？もしかして気づいてなかったとか？この時間帯は僕が君の監視役なんだけどな。
Did you hear everything I said?
Hmm?
He'd heard me. He had definitely heard me. I wanted to scream, but before I could open my mouth, Saito stepped out from behind the door.
無駄話はそれくらいにして。
Yeah, he's fraternizing! Stop fraternizing! Wait, were you here the whole time too?
つい先ほど来たばかりだが。
Oh, thank goodness. I'm sorry for screaming
気
like
に
that.
するな。そもそも今の独り言 聞かれて困るような内容でもないだろう。
True, I didn't say anything bad, but still. Well, I was just embarrassed to be caught talking to myself. As Saito watched me fidgeting and mumbling, his eyes pierced through me. Oh god, Saito, no!
夕飯の支度が済んだのだ。
No!
邪魔をしただろうか。
No! Oh, no, nothing at all.
あんたと掃除の話に一区切りついたら声をかけるつもりだったんだが、放っておくと長引きそうだったから話の腰を折らせてもらった。
Saito shrugged shortly before we caught the sound of footsteps approaching us noisily. Hey, I'm gonna head off to bed now. Had a good time, Haruka. Thank you for the stream. No problem, Bubbles. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you. Oh, head pats. Head pats. Head pats. Hold on. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Thank you for the head pats. Have a good night, Bubblets. Ah, Hisuke. The moment he saw us, however, his face fell.
あのさ、飯の時間なんだけど。
すまん、平介。今行く。
あ、お前も急げって。早くしねえと食うものなくなっちまうからさ。
Sorry, Todo. I'll be there as soon as I can. He turned to leave, but he halted in his tracks. He pursed his small lips together before speaking.
ああ、東堂さんってやめない？みんな平介って呼ぶからそれでいいよ。
Heisuke, I can do that. Are you sure?
年も近いからその方がしっくりするし。あとそのデスマスもやめようぜ。
Alright, I'll do that then, Heisuke.
そうそう、それでいいよ。じゃあ早く行こうぜ。
ようやく来たか。
おめえら遅えんだよ。この俺の腹の高鳴りをどうしてくれんだ。
審判さん、それってただ腹が鳴ってるだけだろ。困るよね、こういう単純な人。
お前らが来るまで食い始めるのを待っててやった。俺様の寛大な腹に感謝しやがれ。
So
シン
polite.
パチ、それ寛大な心だろ。それじゃいつものように自分の飯は自分で守れよ。
今日も相変わらずせこい夕飯だよな。というわけで隣の晩ご飯突撃だい。
Steal with food out
弱肉
there.
強食の時代、俺様がいただくぜ。
They're fighting over food.
ちょっと審判さん、なんで俺のおかずばっか狙うかな。
それは体の大きさだ。大きいやつにはそれなりに食う量が必要なんだよ。
じゃあ育ち盛りの俺はもっともっと食わないとね。
毎回毎回こんなんですまないな。
I've gotten used to it.
慣れた恐ろしい。
Look how big that bowl of rice is. Good God. Oh, why aren't you taking anything?
あんまりお腹いっぱいに食べるとバカになるしね。
おいおい、バカとは聞き捨て。だがその飯はいただくぜ。
どうぞどうぞ。僕はお酒をちびちびしてればいいし。
Hey, man, Okita knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Gotta have the sake, man.
じゃあ俺も酒にするかな。
ただご飯とか気にしないで。お腹いっぱい食べるんだよ。
Your little hearts. Your little heart. What is this? What am I, a child? God. Jeez. I know. I can't help but feeling a little bad though.
気にしなくてもいいが、自分の飯は自分で守れ。
Okay, Saito. If you tell me to do so, I suppose I can just agree. Okay. Always eating alone made the experience of dinner with these men both an exhilarating and a frightening evening for me. It was actually fun.
最初からそうやって笑ってろ。俺らもお前を悪いようにはしないさ。
How did His mouth curled up in an honest smile of his own. Had I really looked so down? Perhaps they were all trying to cheer me up. I wasn't quite sure how to feel. I was conflicted over whether or not to feel pity for myself or to appreciate the moment for what it was. The joy seemed to be winning out, however, and I caught myself smiling as Inuo entered the room.
ちょっといいかいみんな。
Oh, of course there's going to be something happen, I'm sure. Something's probably happened. As usual, his voice was warm, but in his eyes was a level of solemn... I can't ever say that word. It's solemn stuff. I'd never seen before, at least during our brief acquaintance thus far. The warmth of the room slowly evaporated.
大阪にいるトシさんから手紙が届いたんだが、三男さんがタイム中に重症だったらしい。
The glasses man! No, Sana, no!
何があったの？
ああ、二人が訪ねる大阪の呉服屋に老師たちが無理やり押し入ったらしい。駆けつけたトシさんと三男さんがなんとか老師たちを退けたらしいが、その時に切られたそうなんだ。
Is he going to be alright?
相当の深手だと手紙に書いてあるけど、傷は左腕とのことだ。剣を握るのは難しいみたいだが、命に別状はないそうだよ。
Oh, thank goodness. I exhaled a brief sigh of relief, but the rest of the room was tense, still itching for
数
answers.
日中には豚舎へたどり着くんじゃないかな。それじゃ私はイサミさんと話があるから。
He turned as he spoke, his last words delivered over his shoulder, and was gone. It was Saito who soon broke the awkward silence.
剣が握れないほどの深手か。腕の筋まで断たれているかもしれん。刀は片腕で容易に扱えるものではない。最悪三男さんは二度と神経を震えまい。
Oh. At last, I understood.
片腕で扱えば刀の威力が損なわれる。そしてつばぜり合いになれば確実に負ける。
薬でも何でも使ってもらうしかないですね。三男さんも納得してくれるんじゃないかな。
そうじ。めったなこと言うもんじゃねえ。幹部が羅刹になってどうするんだよ。
Huh? Wait, that didn't make any sense. What are the Furies?
ああ、羅刹ってのは薬を飲んだら怪我も治っちまう。
Furies come from something you drink? Where any injuries could be... Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Uh-oh, I think they told me something I'm not supposed to know. Before I could move, Harada was on his feet and halfway across the room. I barely had time to gasp before he drove his fist into Heisuke. Heisuke, are you alright?
やりすぎだぞ、佐野。悪かったな、平介。先に口を滑らせたこっちも悪かった。
大丈夫か？悪かったな。
After a moment, Harada curtly nodded to Heisuke in apology, the latter offering a quick, pained smile.
いや、今のは俺が悪かったけど、たくさんさんはすぐ手が出るんだからな。
His punch had enough force to knock out a lesser man, but Heisuke seemed unfazed. It was never clearer how different these men were.
今の話は君が聞いちゃいけないことにほんのちょっと首を突っ込んだところだ。これ以上のことは教えられねえんだ。気になるだろうけど、何も聞かないでほしい。それと、さっきの平介の話は忘れてくれ。
His voice was friendly, but his eyes gave his words a cold weight that made me feel uncomfortable.
羅刹っていうのはかわいそうな子たちのことだよ。
Are meant to be pitied. Furies? These are the creatures from which the Shinsengumi saved the protagonist. Okita takes pity on these poor souls. Okita's voice was flat, emotionless. A sudden chill of melancholy entered his eyes. I couldn't bring myself to say anything more. Thankfully, Nakakura broke the awkward
お前
silence.
さんは何も気にしなくていいんだって。 だからそんな顔するなよ。
I was only a guest in their house, not a warrior of the Shinsengumi. The truth of the Shinsengumi's secrets were no business of mine, something I'd known. There was little value in that sentiment, however.
忘れろ。深く踏み込めば、あんたの生き死ににも関わりかねない。
I bit my lip and kept silent. The wall between us was almost tangible, almost far too large an obstacle for me to defeat easily. I finished my dinner in sad silence, excused myself, and returned to my room. I had a great deal to think about. Furies, huh? I wondered to myself if the Furies referred to the Rakshasa pictured in Buddhist text. Though I wasn't well versed, I recalled reading a text about a man-eating demon god with that name. I have no idea where to start, from drinking the medicine to Captain becoming a Fury. No, I wasn't supposed to think about those things. I was only going to get myself in trouble if I stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Seeing or hearing the wrong thing could kill me. If I die, I'll have a hard time looking for my father. The Shinsengumi captains are keeping themselves hush around me, especially about the Furies. Are they doing it to protect me? Even if I dug around, I'm sure nothing good would come of it. With that in mind, I did my best to clear my head of the evening's events and slipped into my futon. It's all about that futon life! (1864) March. March 1864. It fast approached a month since I began living with the Shinsengumi headquarters. Hichigata and Sannan finally returned to the compound from their trip to Osaka, but spirits were low. Sannan's injury had unforeseen consequences for everyone in the organization. Day-to-day operations became hectic for a little while. His wounds seemed quite dire, and they drained whatever goodness in his nature he'd hoped to keep. Sannan would spend days holed up in his room, protected by a barrier of impenetrable silence. If he were to leave his room, a rare occasion now, he was often short-tempered and quickly retreated. Even though I too spent days in the exile of my room, he seemed to take it much differently. Sannan seemed trapped within a painful memory, each day bringing him closer to a gloomy twilight. Great eyebrows! Hello! How's it going, my dude? How's it going? We're playing an otome visual novel about the Shinsengumi. I softly pondered what service I could offer to the Shinsengumi if I were not allowed to search for my father. Fucking dying! Well, don't die! No dying allowed here. We don't allow death around here. My grades are going up. Hey, there you go. Grades are going up. It's all that matters. Positivity in the light of death, I guess. But I'm glad to hear your grades are going up. Good job. Good job, my dude. And hopefully you're having a good evening so far. I'm sure Hijikata is overwhelmed with whatever business he's dealing with, but I need to visit him. I realize, with the tension so high, that it's better to have Hijikata on my side rather than not. I crept around the hall looking for Hijikata, but he was nowhere to be seen. Would it be impolite to visit his room directly? As I paced around the hall in contemplation, an unknown warrior appeared before me. Perhaps using a band called Sleep as my work music was a bad idea when I need energy. Probably? Perhaps? Maybe? And agreed with Blade. Respect for the hustle and the grind. Amen. I'm gonna take a guess, and you'll reveal your power to heal, to help him recover. I hope so. That would be so cool, right? I'd be like the freaking Wolverine, man. Oh, hello. I've been living in the Yagi residence for a month, but he was unfamiliar to me. My current dilemma compelled me to approach him. Sumimasen, have you seen Hajikata? The man turned to respond, and my eyes widened to scan his enormous frame before he spoke. Haruka casts lay on hands. Oh, I am... Well, it's a long story. Oh, he's got such a demanding voice. Well then. Yes, let me tell you all the things. I'm Haruka Yukimura.
副長が故障に取り立てたという見習い大使とはお前のことか。
I wasn't aware they were telling people that I was an apprentice warrior at headquarters. However, my reputation was the last thing on my mind as I faced this man's pressuring gaze. I didn't appreciate the harsh scrutiny he seemed to impose, scanning me from head to toe.
お前、局長や副長とはどんな関係だ？同じ江戸の出身らしいが、どんな縁故を使って取り入った？
I did no such thing.
そう向きになるところを見ると、ますます怪しいぞ。
Boy, I'm defensive because I can be defensive. Come at me, bro. Just because you have a sword doesn't mean I won't fight you.
ここはお前のような剣の腕も才覚もなさそうなものがうろうろしていいところではないんだがな。もう一度聞く。どうやってあの二人に取り入った？この私。
Oh no, God!
武田観柳斎が聞いているのだぞ。なぜ答えない？
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kanryosai Takeda. Okay, captain of the Shinsengumi's 5th Division. He has extensive knowledge of Koshu military science, which led to his promotion to War Magistrate? What the fuck is that? I don't even know what that means. He aims to be Kando's close aid. I don't know what that means. Mod, translate that word for me. What does magistrate mean? Sounds like Dio. I know, right? He sounds like fucking Dio. You're right. I hear the Dio. I hear the yada yada yada, the JoJo up in here. But I need to know what magistrate means. I don't even know what that means. He grew increasingly agitated, almost like a petulant child because I refused to answer him. He reached his massive hand over towards me as if to grab me, but then a voice stopped him.
Oi, Takeda! こんなところで何をしている?
Yes, Hijikata! Hello! Hello, my future husband. Hello, welcome back. A civil officer or lay judge who administers the law, especially one who conducts a court that deals with minor offenses and holds preliminary hearings for more serious ones. Okay, gotcha. When he recognized Hijikata's voice, he snapped his hand back to his side.
これは土方副長。何？近藤局長に少々用がありましてね。
ほう。俺は何も聞いちゃいないんだ。
最近お姿が見えない三段総長の代わりに相談に乗ってほしいと言われているのです。しかし近藤局長もいらっしゃらないようなので、私はこれで失礼します。
Takeda turned to take his leave, but then he slowed his step, leaving us with a few words.
ところで、土方副長、そのものを故障に取り立てたというのは本当ですか？
少しばかり訳ありでな。
承知しました。訳ありならば詳しく聞くのはやめておきましょう。
Yeah, it's out of your jurisdiction, bruh. Step off.
ですが、あまり同じ郷里のものばかりを周りに囲うのはいかがなものかと思います。では、失礼。
Once Takeda exited the hall, I couldn't help but feel a rush of relief.
おい雪村、事務所の中を勝手に歩くんじゃねえ。
Okay, I'm sorry. Sadly, you mean Jojo Dio and not Roni Dio. Yeah, I meant Jojo Dio. Sorry, I have my future husband in my face. I'm sorry. I forget words right now. Yes, sir. Exactly. I didn't mean to cause trouble.
お前の正体を知っている。
Your presence here
こ
is
の
not
ヤギ
common
邸に寝
knowledge.
起きしてるやつだよ。
Let's see. The location of the first headquarters of the Shinsengumi. Yes.
前川邸からこっちに来るやつらに気をつけろ。
Maikiwa residence? It was located right beside the Yagi residence, and it was the first ever headquarters used by the Shinsengumi. Okay. In your face, but not in your face the way you want. No, stop! No! Stop it! Takeda is the voice actor for the guy who runs the auto memory office. And oh! Okay. Gotcha. Makes sense. Clear. I promise to be more careful going forward. So, may I ask who that man was?
5番組組長の武田官流祭ってやつだ。
Kanryosai, yeah. Kanryosai!
腕はそこそこだが、文学だか軍学の多少の知恵を持ってるやつだ。抜け目のないやつだから気をつけろ。
Okay.
それから、用がないならお前もこの辺でうろうろしてないで部屋に戻っていろ。
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I tried to leave the room. Hichikata attempted to dismiss me, having said what he felt was appropriate as a stern commander. I must ask you questions. I didn't get many chances to see Hichikata, so I took the opportunity to offer my aid to the house. I actually have a favor to ask of you, Hichikata. Staying in my room for long periods alone makes me feel terribly useless. Would you please give me something to do? I'll do anything. Cleaning, laundry, anything. Hichikata sensed the sincerity of my plea, and it appeared as though he actually considered it. And, he is also the Japanese voice for Dio! I knew it! Dio Brendo! I knew it! I sensed it in his tone! I could hear it! That's so cool!
部屋にこもっているのはそんなに退屈か？
Well, a little.
分かった。ゲンさんに伝えておくから、後で指示を仰ぐ。
はい。
そ
Really?
の代わり、あまり外から来たやつと関わるんじゃねえぞ。いいな。
Understood, but arigatou gozaimasu. The next day, Ino informed me that I was given more freedom within the headquarters, which allowed me to exit my room freely. My duties included cleaning, laundry, and cooking. Not the most glamorous of chores, of course. However, it gave me an opportunity to occupy myself as opposed to going stir-crazy in my room. June 1864. Dang, that jumped a couple months. The fourth year of the Bonkyo era became the Ganji Ganen, and the summer sweetly blossomed. Spring shed its blooming skin, giving birth to lush green trees facing the wide open sky. During one of these beautiful summer days, I finished cleaning after everyone ate breakfast, and Saito brought me to the hall of Hichikata.
副長、斉藤です。雪村を連れて参りました。
入れ。
Saito responded by quietly opening the sliding doors, gesturing me to enter the room. Upon entering, I saw Hichikata, but also Okita, Nakakura, Harada, and Heisuke in the hall. It appeared that only the captains who were aware of my situation were present.
随分と長く待たせたな。お前を外に出してやる時が来た。
Really? I could barely contain the excitement in my voice as soon as the words came out of my mouth, or out of his mouth. So is it true there was a man in Fushimi that matched my father's profile? Fushimi is the castle town in the southern part of Kyoto.
真偽は定かじゃねえが、本人かどうかは娘のお前に確かめてもらうのが一番だと思ってな。
I nodded in response. For now, any information pertaining to my father was appreciated, so I was thankful. So, where is this man who supposedly looks like my father?
伏見にある寺田屋って宿だ。これから斎藤に確かめに行って。
Okay, this is too funny. Dio's VA is also the VA for Excalibur from Soul Eater. Ah, that's so good! Fool! I love that character. Excalibur is way ridiculous. Tabata Inn is an inn located in Fushimi. It is often frequented by warriors of the Satsuma and Tosha domains. Also set in League. Jinx. Yeah, I know! It's so good! Fool! Saito is assigned? I wasn't sure if that meant I was to accompany Saito or if I would have to wait longer for him. Then Harada chimed in.
だが、行動さんがまだそこに留まってるとは限らねえだろ。
ああ、伏見にいたってことは今日の街中をうろついてる可能性もある。
その通りだ。だから原田と新八、それから平助の巡察にこいつを同行させて高堂さんを探してもらっても。
俺たち全員で？いつもは手分けして順番に見回りしてるのに。
Ichigata didn't bother entertaining a response, instead looking towards me. Was he suggesting these were the men who were responsible for dealing with me should I attempt to flee? Hisuke must have sensed this as well, so he made no attempt to push the issue any further.
言いたいことは分かりましたけど、この子のおもりを僕たちに任せっぱなしってのは気に入らないな。今日は確か土方さんも外出する予定が入ってましたよね。今後のためにも可愛い故障を同行させて。
何を言ってやがる。こいつが俺の故障っつうのはお前が勝手に言ってただけだろうが。
But I wanna be your page.
でも他の大使たちは完全にそう信じ込んでるみたいですよ。嘘から出た誠なんて言葉もありますし、相応の仕事をさせた方がいいんじゃないですか。
As Okita and Hichigata bickered at one another, the mood of the room was locked in their tense words until Harada whispered to me.
あ、今の今日は物騒だし、無理に出かける必要はねえと思うぜ。俺たちも一応、高堂さんの顔はわかるんですな。
I could look for my father in Fushimi or join the patrol rounds assuming he's moved places. Or stay here to keep safe from the outside, or accompany Hichikata as his page. Oh god, do I get to choose? Oh, I get to choose! Oh no. Oh, let's go with Hichikata! Hichikata! That's not even a decision! That isn't even hard to choose! We're definitely doing Hichikata, for sure. In that case, please allow me to accompany you. Yes, please! Allow me to accompany you, Hichikata, please.
おい、お前まで何を言い出すんだ。
You know what I'm saying! Hichikata's voice trembled irately as if troubled by my suggestion, which made me nervous, but I thought I had a shot in convincing him. I mean, walking around town with him may help with getting leads to find my father. With the other warriors questioning my place, it may be in our best interest for me to act like your page. It could convince the others. I recalled in this moment my introduction to Takeda, who voiced his skepticism plainly. After sharing my viewpoint, Hichikata's expression soured. Then he responded.
あのな、宗司の言うことをバカ正直に受け取るんじゃねえ。こいつは面白がって。
可愛い故障ができてよかったですね、土方さん。
Hichikata stared bitterly towards Okita, and again it seemed we were trapped in their bubble of silence. But eventually.
わかった。ただし、俺の仕事の邪魔はするんじゃねえぞ。
Uh-huh. Hi. I was somewhat surprised he obliged me, but I was so excited to join Hichikata and go outside. Me too! Me too! It's been almost 5 months since I've been able to experience the world and its scenery.
どうしてこんなことになっちまったんだ?
Hichikata kept himself a few paces ahead of me, deliberately, and his foul mood made me nervous. His cold demeanor caused me to question whether or not I'd belonged here, if this was my place. It was difficult to turn these questions to and fro in my head, but I was trying to keep up with him. Someone called out as we passed a tea shop.
副長、こちらにいらっしゃいましたか。実はご報告しなければならないことがありまして。
If this person referred to Hichikata as commander, then he must be a Shinsengumi member. He whispered the report to Hichikata's ear. The man's words caused Hichikata's face to turn blank, and he looked to me to speak.
給与まで来た。お前はこの店に残ってコードさんの聞き込みをしている。
Huh? But then I'd be by myself. Would that be all right with you? In response, Hichikata gave me an examining glance as if to probe all of my hidden thoughts, then looked down at me while
お前
asking.
は逃げるために俺にくっついてきた。
When his eyes met mine, the pit of my stomach dropped, turning cold from nervousness. No, of course not.
ならつまらねえ質問するんじゃねえ。やることをやって待ってる。いいな。
Yes. Okay. Understood. I wasn't sure what Hichikata's intentions were by leaving me behind, but it was probably smarter to do as Hichikata said, so I asked the person at the shop about my father. Okay, where to start? I asked customers that wandered in and out of the store, politely grabbing their attention. Unfortunately, it seemed like no one knew anything about my father's whereabouts. My tea became cold, the little leaf flakes sinking towards the bottom of the cup, and I sighed.
神妙にしろ。新選組の御用改めだ。ここの主人はどこにいる?
Ah, this guy's back. I recognized the shouting man by his familiar corps uniform as he barged into the shop. Yeah, they're a light blue uniform that the Shinsengumi wear when patrolling in Kyoto. It was Takeda, the captain of the Shinsengumi's 5th Division. What could he be doing here? The owner's voice was trembling from being intimidated, and Takeda responded forcefully.
分かりきったことを。何でもお前はこの店に尊上過激派の老子を出入りさせているらしいではないか。
Oh no.
一体何を企んでいる? 答えによっては豚舎に連れ帰り、詳しく審議させてもらうぞ。
めっそうもない。そのようなものを出入りさせたことなどございません。
つまり我々新選組がデタラメを言っているとそう申すのだ。
He seems a little rough around the edges.
いえ、そういうわけでは。
Sweat poured down the owner's face, and he shook with fear. Takeda glanced around the store with a sticky glare. I quickly ducked behind a shelf so he wouldn't notice me. I managed to avoid detection as he scanned the store. Then Takeda approached the owner again.
我々とて善良な民の商いの邪魔をしたいわけではない。お前の態度によってはタイへの報告を取りやめてやっても構わんのだが。
それはつまり
お前の誠意を見せてみろと言っているのだ。
Ah, that's not okay, my dude. As I peeked to get a closer view of their conversation, I could see the owner gulp. Although Takeda was not being explicit, it was deathly clear that he was soliciting a bribe from the shop owner.
そのようなことはできません。そもそも我々にはなんらやましいことなどありませんから。
Yeah, I don't know about this, bro. I don't know about this, bro.
なんだと貴様、今日の治安を預かる新選組に盾つくつもりか。
Seems like power's gone to his head.
いえ、決してそのようなことは。
屯所まで連行する。老子どもの手助けをしているに違いない。連れ帰って口を終わらせてやる。
そんな。
Oh no, I was sick to my stomach hearing him. Just when I was about to speak out, someone placed their hand on my shoulder. Oh, this guy.
ダメですよ。女の子が危ない真似をしちゃ大怪我するから。
Oh wait, isn't this Dio? Makes sense. I know, right? I swear, Dio's VA just can't not play crazy dudes, can he? I just clapped a game. Feels good, man. Hey, good job, my dude. Good job, my dude. This mysterious samurai whispered gently into my ear, but I became completely distracted by his perfectly sculpted facial features. His skin looked incredibly fair and soft, and he was almost as gorgeous as Hichigata. For a second, I thought he was an actor. He was dressed in expensive, exotic-looking fabrics, leading me to believe he was famous.
いいから。こういうことはお兄さんに任せておくものです。
The softness of his voice enveloped me in a great calm, and I sat back down to let him proceed. But I hoped he'd be okay. Takeda was massive, and his short temper seemed like a recipe for disaster if anyone crossed him. I can't imagine dealing with such a violent soul.
すみません。ちょっといいですか？あなた、新選組の方ですね。
Takeda turned to face this man, staring in disbelief that someone would approach him in such a manner. I'm gonna need people to stop drawing dudes pretty and describing them as soft. So soft. They got them soft features. So soft.
だとしたらどうだというのだ。
So, what is it to you?
そちらの主人は尊上過激派を出入りさせてないと言っているようです。一体何の疑いでこの方を連れて行くつもりなんでしょうか。
なんだ、私の邪魔をするとは貴様、この店に出入りする不逞老師の一人か。
The mysterious samurai smiled coolly, and he responded calmly.
邪魔をしたら不逞老師とは取り調べも何もあったものじゃないですね。
Oh man, that's some real life shit statement right there, man. Just because I question you, I'm an extremist. Bro, getting some real life statements up in here. Whoever you are, I like you.
我々のタイムを妨害しているのだから証拠としては十分だ。
Which makes a man feel ways. Oh, he makes you feel ways.
わかりました。ここだと他の人たちに迷惑がかかりますから外に出ませんか？
不逞の輩だ。ようやく己の立場が分かったようだな。
Takeda huffed smugly to himself and waddled out of the store to challenge the samurai. Was I vague in the statement? No. Haruka wants to make at least one of them hard. Stop it! Stop! No! No! Silence you! Takeda's smirk remained on his face as the two met each other outside of the store. He assumed an offensive stance and then reached for his katana to threaten him. Or not. As soon as Takeda moved his hand to unsheath, the samurai intercepted to cover the sword's mouth.
離せ。離さんと。
まさか本気で刀を抜くつもりじゃないですよね。もし抜けば僕も見て見ぬふりができなくなってしまいます。
The samurai possessed a duality. One side was a soft-spoken gentleman, the other side a warrior. One of them can threaten me a sword if you know what I'm saying. Takeda sensed this duality as well because after the samurai made his claim, he made no movement. Before we knew it, people gathered around the store, murmuring amongst themselves and echoing the general sentiments of confusion and wonder. The Mibu wolves are having a duel? Are they causing trouble again? Such murmurs caught my ear as I looked ahead.
人が集まってきているようですよ。本当に抜くつもりですか?
The samurai seemed to already know the answer. Takeda began to grit his teeth angrily, and he gruffly shook off the samurai's hand.
貴様の顔忘れはせんぞ。覚えておけ。
His face was flushed with red, and he swiftly exited and disappeared from the store. As the tensions deflated, I exhaled in relief that things didn't come to violence. Phew, I'm glad that's over.
とんだ災難でしたね。さあ、中に戻りましょうか。
Were you okay?
はい。あのくらい平気です。
I'm so glad. Why were you willing to risk your life against that man? You didn't have to stop me back there. The samurai slightly paused, then answered timidly.
あなたが知っていた顔によく似ていたからです。
Oh, I remind him of someone from his past. Ooh. I was perplexed. Me?
はい。やっぱり似ています。
Oh God, no, stop. He studied my face carefully, his eyes twining up and down my small face. Although I liked the attention, I still had no clue who this person was or where he was from. Sumimasen, I think you've mistaken me for someone else. I bowed lightly to him and he looked a little taken aback.
いいえ、いいですよ。ただの勘違いだったみたいですね。
You remind me of someone. Yeah, sure, dude. They all say that. I mean, that is true. That is true. You remind me of someone. You remind me of a girl from my past.
とりあえず中に入りましょう。せっかくのお茶やお菓子が台無しになってしまったし。
The samurai's kind demeanor was nearly impossible to resist, drawing me to return to the store as if I'd caught the scent of the city's sweetest bun. Jeez, how many guys are gonna want to disrobe you in this game? I don't know! They did say there were like 12 romance options in this game. So I don't know. Upon entering, the tea shop owner smiled and brought us freshly brewed tea.
もしかしてわざわざ入れ直してくれたんですか？しかも羊羹まで。
Sitting beside our tea was a neatly arranged platter of sweet bean jelly.
はい、ありがとうございました。本当に助かりました。
お礼を言われるほどのことじゃないですけど。でもありがとうございます。僕甘いもの大好きなんです。
大好き Yes, 大好き大好き大好き。
それはよかった。存分に召し上がってください。それではごゆっくり。
The owner seemed to bow after every sentence, and then returned to tend to his counter.
得しちゃいましたね。羊羹、よかったら半分どうぞ。
Oh, no, I think the owner means for you to eat all of this.
そうですね。では、僕がいただいてしまいますね。
He cut the sweet bean jelly into elegantly sliced halves, and he expressed delight after each bite. In my experience so far, Samurai didn't ever seem to smile often, but every time he took a bite, he grinned like a child, smiling as if he was the happiest person alive. It wouldn't be too much of a stretch, maybe, to guess that he and I were close in age. As this thought came to mind, I could still hear customers murmuring, whispering amongst themselves and to each other.
あのお侍さんが身風呂を追い払ってくれたんだって。
そうらしいわ。武士の中にも意外といい人がいるものなのね。
しかし役者みたいな美なんだな。その上腕も立つなんて。
The samurai seemed to overhear their discussion, timidly retreating from his initial enthusiasm. As soon as he finished drinking his tea.
すみません。僕の分のお勘定はここに置いておきます。
He rushed to get up, but not before slipping me some last words.
それでは、僕はここで失礼します。もう無茶なことはしないようにしてくださいね。
Oh. The samurai fled the store, almost like a dream wisping around one's mind after awakening. He almost gave me no opportunity to thank him properly for earlier. I rushed after the samurai. Wait! I chased after him, yelling to catch his attention.
どうかしましたか?
Thank you so much for earlier. You saved me.
別にお礼を言われるほどのことはしていませんよ。
He turned away from me, stopping to gaze at the clouds swirling above us.
新選組は随分評判が悪いみたいですね。さっきのようなことをしてたら仕方がないのかもしれないけど。
Well, what should I say? Oh god! Oh god! Hold on! Let's not explain the situation because I feel like that would betray the man that I plan to marry. So we shall not do that. We shall not do that. I hope he doesn't think Takeda's behavior is an example of how all Shinsengumi captains act. Hijikata and Inoue are both honorable men. Each one of the captains I've come to know are, in fact, kind and good-hearted, not like Takeda. It was difficult, though, to deny the unrest felt by both the samurai and the tea shop goers.
どうしてあなたが謝るんです？別にあの人の仲間ではないでしょ。
Well, although the samurai showed me kindness, I wasn't sure if I could trust him with the truth. In that moment, he picked up on my subtle cue, displaying a reserved silence as if he knew. Oh no.
いろいろ事情があるみたいですね。これ以上は詮索しないでおきます。
I suppose I can't get mad at visual novel writers. I know, right? Like, I mean... The real blame lies on whoever came up with N from Pokemon and showed his little eyebrows. Oh no. Oh no. There was a pause in our conversation, and the wind whistled softly in the background. The samurai didn't break his concentration, staring intently into my face. His eyes seemed to be searching for something, perhaps a faint glimmer of a long-lost memory. If only he could tell me what seemed to be on the tip of his tongue, but he shut his eyes and turned.
それでは、僕はそろそろ行きますね。
Oh, sorry for stopping you.
気にしないでください。会えて嬉しかったよ。
Huh? How did he know my name? Who was this man? The samurai turned his back to me and departed. He wasn't familiar to me. Was I to him? I didn't have much time to consider what any of this meant because Hijikata returned shortly after.
少し待たせちまったな。どうだ、コードさんの情報は何かあったか？
First waifu, not gonna lie. Hijikata. I quietly shook my head in response.
そうか。まあ、そう簡単に足取りがつかめるわけはねえ。気にするな。
As we walked back towards the headquarters, I filled Hijikata in on the earlier proceedings. Somehow, he was able to contain a palpable rage without lashing out at me.
今日見たことは誰にも話すな。お前の面倒を見ている幹部大使たちに。
His voice was stern, and I quietly nodded.
言わなくても分かってるとは思うが、 事情を知らねえ大使には決して気を許すんじゃねえぞ。新選組も一枚岩じゃねえ。特に武田の野郎はお前の事情を知らされていね
えから。I understand. Once Hichigata was convinced of my understanding, he probed more questions.
で、お前を助けてくれたその侍っつうのはどこの誰だった
Oh, I forgot to ask his name.
それじゃ例のしようもねえじゃねえか。
I don't know. It all happened so fast.
まあいい。どこかで見かけたら今度こそ名前を聞いておけ。
He curtly muttered, then left me with his last thought.
親父さんのことは残念だった。斎藤か新八たちが何か手がかりをつかんでくれたらいい。
Yes, hopefully. Yes, I'd forgotten that I had accomplished nothing I wanted to today. We rushed back to the base. Once back at headquarters, we discovered the sighting of my father at Tarada Inn was false, crushing the sliver of happiness I'd held on to. Take out a page of my book. Okay, so I got another achievement. Ooh! All right, okay, so we're done with chapter 1. I think this might be a good place to actually stop. Actually, this might be a good place to stop because I'm just going to keep playing, honestly. But it's been going about 3 hours, and I think this might be a good place to kind of stop. Let me do, hold on. No news my father came forth the other day, and summer, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, let's save real quick. Saving. Yes. Okay. Yeah, what is this warrior record thing? They did mention that earlier, real quick. Oh, so this is what it is. Oh, look, see, look at this. Look at this. Look at all of these. There's like way too many men. Way too many men. This is way too many. Oh my god, I can't. Yes, Hichikata. Hichikata is best. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, Saito is number 2. Hichikata is number 1. Faux show. And then number 3 is, of course, Sanna. Of course. Okay. Anyway. I think we're actually going to call that because that's like, what? One really, really, really long chapter. We're going to like almost 3 hours. Yeah, so we're going to go back to the title screen. We're going to go back to the title screen. Okay. So that's going to be enough for me. My brain can't handle anymore. So that's about as far as we're going to go with Hakuoki Kyoto Wins for tonight. We'll continue more of this next week because obviously this is going to be a long game. So we're going to close this and call that. Yes. Do I want to close? Yes. Yes, I know. Okay. Now we're going to go back to chat screen. Okay. Okay. My brain is tired. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. That was super fun. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys did too. And laughing at me being not a perv. I was completely say-so the whole evening. If anyone says otherwise, they are lying. False news. But it was really fun. I actually really like the way they do the storytelling in this game. It's not just like, I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about like otome visual novels. Everyone thinks it's like super lewd and super like fan servicey, and it's not. I mean, fan service for women is very different. It's very different. So I actually really like that they're making it like a serious story about the Shinsengumi and not something like super, I don't know, cheesy and lewd. I'm not say so in any chat. Don't worry. Hey, you know what? That's fine. That's completely fine. You are completely welcome here with your non-say-so-ness. I'm not like some streams where it's like all soft and say so. This is a chill place where you can be not say so. So you're completely welcome here, Mr. D. You knew exactly who I was talking about. Yes, this is a completely different, a different type of stream here. So we call No, nobody called you. Nobody called you. We don't need wolves in this chat. We don't need wolves in this chat. You won't even let me say fuck. Hey, you know what? You know what? That's allowed here. That's allowed here. You can say fuck as much as you want, Great Eyebrows. You're completely fine in doing that here. You're safe here. This is a welcome domain for profanity. But yes. I'm gonna put you in a retirement home. Oh my god, I swear to fucking god. I can't. But yes, this is a very random and crazy type of stream, so you're completely welcome here. But there's nothing wrong with Say So streams. There is nothing wrong with that. There is always a need and a necessity for calm and chill and cozy streams, but unfortunately, that is not the type of stream I provide. I am a cat girl, so chaos and degeneracy is always kind of normality here, kind of ish. Get your let's go right now. Martial arts action. Oh jeez. Oh boy, we fighting. Them's fighting words. You just wait. We fighting in these streets. Bitch better catch these hands. Alright, anyway, I'm getting like crazy off topic. But yes, no. Kieran's stream is completely fine. He has his needs. His what is it? His calling. And that is for him. Here we cause ruckus and chaos and play ultimate visual novels and use profanity. You better knock the rest off his old boss. Stop. Be nice. We can't be talking like that. We gotta be kinda nice. But still, I'm happy you feel at home here, Great Eyebrows. I'm happy you feel at home here. But on that note, I am going to call it a night because the alcoholic beverage I had that started the stream is now starting to take effect to my brain. And I'm getting a little loopy, and I probably should go to bed about now. Or at least not be playing a otome visual novel. Nah, there's a history, don't worry, this is warranted. I fully believe that. I am sure there is quite a history. But that's okay, that's completely fine. But, so, the next stream I have, she's too tipsy to say so. Hey, I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying to be safe for my viewers. But the next stream I have for this week, I won't be streaming again until Friday, which I will be playing more Visage. We will be doing the final chapter of Visage, which is not the creepiest chapter, but it's definitely really creepy. So if you like spooky games, definitely feel free to swing by Friday night. It's gonna be really fun. So definitely do so. Other than that, we'll be playing Sunday night. We're gonna be kind of going old school, doing like the Disney Classic game that came with the Super Nintendo and the Genesis version of Aladdin and The Lion King. And I will be playing The Lion King. I will be playing Aladdin. God, I can't even remember what game I'm playing. I'll be playing Aladdin because I was already playing Lion King like prior. So I'm kind of like halfway through it already. But yes, we'll be playing the Genesis version of Aladdin. And I'm really excited because it's really fun. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. It'll be super chill. But I'm like running out of breath here. If you stream till 1 a.m., I'll see you on Friday. Yes! You know what? I probably will. Honestly, I probably will. Depending on when I start. I usually start around 9:30-ish. Trying to think how long that will take me. I don't know. I should be Appropriate since you are a diamond in the road. Just stop it! No! 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 It's too much. I can't handle it. It hurts. It hurts. I can't. Anyway, enough of this. No compliments in my stream. We do not welcome compliments in my stream. I'm just kidding. You were pretty close to the end, I think. Yeah, I think we have probably at least maybe like an hour or two left, maybe? Depending on how long it takes me and me not getting scared to continue. But we'll see how long it takes me. Because I think I still have a couple of the tapes to do. And then I don't know what else I have left. I have stuff I gotta do. I don't know. I have things I need to do. But either way, we'll probably jump into something like quick and scary if I finish Visage a little early. So either way, I'll probably be streaming till about midnight, 1-ish. Ish, maybe, probably. So yeah, definitely. If you're not following me on Twitter or social media in general, definitely do so, because I try to post a bunch of weeby shit on there as much as I can. Plus, I have some really cool things coming in December. Some very nerdy things for the stream upcoming that I'm working on, which will be really cool. So definitely follow me on social media if you're not doing so you can know what the hell is going on. But other than that, that is all I have for tonight. I was trying to see if anyone was streaming. Let's see, I think a friend of mine, looks like they're playing some Phasmophobia, which might be kind of fun to jump to, but let me see how long they've been streaming, because I don't know how long they've been going. Okay, it looks like they're still going. So we're going to raid my friend Draku. Let me pull up the raid command. Wait, do I know? God, my brain can't remember how to type right now. Okay, other than that, I hope you guys have a good evening, and if you are off work tomorrow, definitely enjoy your day off. If you are not off tomorrow, I am very sorry, but I hope you survive the day and enjoy your Veterans Day. If not, have a good rest of your night, guys. Definitely get plenty of sleep. I probably will be passing out very soon, maybe not, I don't know. It depends on how long the alcohol spreads through my system. But either way, definitely make sure to give Draku lots and lots of love as we pass over to him playing some Phasmophobia. He's really sweet guy. But otherwise, yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm tired. I'm gonna go die now. So have a good night, guys. Bye!